Because I play via playlist. That's how my brain works.
Quick question.
Sure.
What's up?
Are we doing starting gold or starting equipment?
Your choice.
Well, because what is starting gold? It gives me a bunch of different options.
I did the starting equipment, and it gives you like a gold amount based on like what your lifestyle is, basically. So that's what I just took.
I did like a crafts. I did like craftsman and whatnot, but I was just double checking. Like, I know if you choose a starting, it gives you a pouch of 10 gold, but if you just do gold, it doesn't give you much information about that.
Oh, I don't know. I usually start with the equipment and then
do wizard gold, which I think is like 44 times 50 or something like that.
44 times 50?
I don't know.
That's a lot of gold, sir.
Head.
Yeah, I have like 20 gold right now, technically, with just the.
I mean,
5d1 times 10 or take equipment.
Because I was gonna say I would gladly take the 2,200 gold that you're about to give me. I'm rich.
Oh my god,
right.
they have a combat tracker now.
Yeah,
I know
no.
it was 1d4 times 50 was what I was thinking. Which was not, that was a homebrew anyways.
Okay, I'll go with gear. Just to make it
Sounds
easy.
good.
How is this combat track?
And
I saw
we're
that.
gonna be starting off
didn't
with
know
magic
it.
items as well. So
No,
Obviously, yeah. All right. So,
Oh my God.
welcome everybody.
Nope.
Welcome. So each of you have found your way towards the small town of Briarville on the edge of Khorendal, next to the neighboring country of Brillshire. For the duration of your lives, things have been fairly stable. No major wars. There's dispute battles. The major concern that everyone has is the ever-creeping reach of the Ardrican Empire. That seems to be overtaking the east, the west. The east is fine. The west is not.
It would help if I was on the map, you know.
is there supposed to be music?
I'm just playing it on Spotify. It's just me. I need to think with music. That's
Got it.
That's how I
Okay.
function.
I was
Yeah.
like waiting for it.
Listen to what you want, but
Oof.
I got my things.
Happy, joy, yeah, happy. Okay,
I remember that. That was a long time ago.
I get that reference.
Let's see.
Mhm.
Alright, keyboard. I need this here.
Bosed and Seleth,
yeah.
Mhm.
you both arrive about a day before the rest of the group.
Mhm.
Of course, you're not certain that there is a group. You just know that you two have met each other on the road traveling into town.
Also, just to double check, we're going to this.
Yeah.
Okay, just double checking. I just remember the boat, and I was just yeah. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. No need to apologize. You're good. So you two are on a cart ride alongside with a couple of merchants that are on their way. You know that there is some kind of minor festival going on with the town that the local baron is doing.
Mhm.
And the rumors in the region provide some indication that there are odd jobs and whatnot to make some money as well.
Mhm.
So why don't we start off by introducing your characters?
Key. Do you want to go first, or
You can go first.
Okay. My character's like average-esque height. Dark hair that kind of, it's at the top of it is like more just dark, like kind of like an obsidian kind of black. Like it looks pretty dark black. And then it kind of dies to a more like a kind of not really crimson, but like kind of like reddish brown kind of color.
Mhm.
She has like these very odd kind of markings on her face. You're not sure if they're like, they seem like they could be tattoos or maybe some sort of like tribal marks on her face that kind of like, it kind of looks similar to how it would be like if like someone had paint on their face, kind of sort of, but
Mhm.
it you can obviously tell it's permanent because she like brushes her hand against her face sometimes, but it doesn't like come off or anything like that. She's mostly wearing, hold up, I have to bring up her character sheet because I keep forgetting what she's actually wearing. Hold on for 1 second. Where the hell did I put that? Aha. She's got like a dark top with like kind of like a gray kind of under, it's like attached to the top basically with a belt, and then brown kind of loose pants, but like nice comfortable pants and like boots. Pretty standard. Nothing like great, like nothing like overly of value on her at all. Like she seems like she's just a normal traveler, just going throughout the day. She has like probably like a dark colored bag with her, and she also has like black gloves that are basically go all the way up to her elbow and like a little bit past her actually. You also notice that she has she seems to have a animal companion with her, or as you at first probably thought it was a dog, but it's it's a wolf.
Where do all these
they're
wolves
back.
keep coming from?
I was just joking.
Okay, everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
She does come
Right.
from a temperate region, so
Yeah,
it makes
yeah.
sense.
Okay.
And the wolf itself is like I didn't really think of how it looks, but colored. Seems like it's just minding its own business, and it's right next to her, like kind of laying down, not really like paying any attention to anything that's going on, just in the cart with her. That's really all. She
Okay.
looks like she's like reading something maybe, and that's really all for her.
Okay. So my guy is blue.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ideal.
Yeah.
person.
No. He's blue. He's wearing kind of like baggy pants and a just kind of like loose like just like vest. No shirt under it. He has slick back hair. And he just kind of has like a backpack. And a couple like 2 daggers on the sides.
Noticeable or just like sheathed? I'm assuming.
Just sheathed.
Okay, but someone could tell they're daggers.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
not trying to hide it. It's for,
Okay.
I always tell people it's for self-protection.
Okay.
Self-protection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've constantly, over the course of the time we've been walking, I keep bringing up that I need 5 gold from you. Like I need it by the time we get to the town.
Okay. So I'm just gonna look up at you and like, sorry, I'm kind of tight on gold, so I don't really have much to give.
No, you don't understand. I can promise you that like before the end of this festival, I can get you that money back easy. I just need to borrow it first.
No, I mean I don't have that much.
Oh, you're poor. Got it. All right. I mean, nonetheless. So, but yeah. So that's generally the conversation that I have.
Yeah,
with
basically.
Oof.
I need money. I'm poor.
Yeah.
I need money.
I need money.
Still, it's like 5 minutes later. So about that 5 gold.
Yeah.
As poor as I was.
I will ask you. I will
ago.
ask you for slightly less money.
And
We'll eventually get down to a copper.
I'll eventually probably say, maybe I'll give you a copper. How about that?
Hey, money's money. Yeah.
I'll give you a copper. Are you
Cool.
done asking me?
Yeah. I take your copper and put it in my backpack.
I just thought
God.
I need 5 gold.
best placeholder picture. Hold on.
I need to increase money by 1 copper.
I don't even know how to break that out.
It would be 9 silver. You would have 9 copper left, and you would remove 1 gold.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay. So I remove 1 gold. I'd have 9. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Also, my vest is very nice looking because it says I have fine clothes.
Actually.
There you go. Put it in the.
You give me a penny.
Yeah, basically.
I should use a placeholder image for what my character is.
Just to break it down easy enough for us to refer to.
Mm-hmm.
The words are very, very different, of course.
Most expensive.
Yeah, I want to do this.
Okay.
So, you all arrive. Well, you two arrive. It's the day before the actual festival itself.
Mhm.
People are bustling about. Actually, let me move you guys over to the correct page,
Okay.
which wasn't scaled correctly. That's okay.
As I continue to zoom out.
Yep.
Now I get to feel like an 80s movie hacker. Enhance. Enhance.
Sorry. I'm
Nice.
rescaling it just a little bit.
We're gonna use a different image for my character right now until I actually finish drawing my character. So there you go.
Is that basically like body size or?
Yeah, roughly, yeah.
More box. There we go.
Okay, I know exactly who that is.
All right.
Well, you're a big boy. I just realized that.
So,
Well, I'm not 6'5", I swear.
Mm.
you two arrive on that southwestern gate, passing past a stone forge that's outside of the wooden city wall.
Mhm.
You can see people bustling about, working. There's people setting up decorations in front of the gates, and all along the houses are strung up varying decorations, dried flowers, all sorts of little bits and bobs.
Mm.
To interest Bo said, you heard rumor that there was going to be some level of skill games and betting pools on said skill games.
Mhm. I immediately head towards them.
All right. You head towards the center of town where you can see a large clearing in the middle. Most of it is paved, and you can see varying sections already being blocked off. You can see kind of makeshift fencing set up for what looks like some kind of ring. You can see a loop around the outside on the main roads that's kind of being not repaved over, but gone over, which you can imagine might be some kind of race.
Okay.
And at the moment, you can tell that it's all set up. Everything is still in the process of preparing, so
Mhm.
there's nothing to do as of yet, but definitely something to keep note.
Okay.
As far as Selith goes, as you enter, you're seeing the varying wares of the blacksmith, the different tools and minor weaponry. It looks like he doesn't delve too deep into weaponry, but to some degree he will be able to repair things if need be.
Mhm.
A point of note definitely keen in your mind.
And where, like in particular,
At the 3.
at the three? Okay, right here. Like, is it literally this? This?
Yep.
Okay. 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 I'll probably just wander around a bit, looking just in general.
Where's... Oh, no.
So looking around, you're just kind of seeing, again, as previously described, just decorations, people setting things up.
Mhm.
You hear some shouts back and forth. Hey, move that over there. Move it further to the side. And you're recognizing some of the people around from notable figures that have already arrived with some of your dealings with your current group.
Mhm.
They're not very active people, but recognize. You've heard the voice before at some point.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. I will. I probably should find the.
I'm sorry, you guys are past the Seven Crosses, which is a major inn. I'm sorry, the Ash Forge is over here.
So,
Ah.
like, right over here.
Fine.
DM already lying to
Yeah.
the players.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
So, this
The
is
illusion. Some gnome
the
kids playing
blacksmith.
tricks on you guys.
God damn it.
And you
Pointing
said
and laughing as you guys
where
watch.
was this race thing? I was just gonna go check it again. It's number 4. No, that's not quarter.
It's like in the center of town.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, the racing alley is kind of like along that northern triangle
Racing.
piece right there.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I heard, where's this racist thing? I'm like, what? Excuse me?
Yeah, man.
Close.
I'm all about being. I hate those elves.
Yeah.
Big oofs.
And then you said this would be where the blacksmith is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also notable to where you end up finding the merchants that you're traveling with stop off on the far end of the large building over here.
Okay. All right. I'll probably like head toward that building. Not like full on tourist mode, but like, kind of like stealthy, looking around, kind of sort of making myself be as casual as possible, but just like looking around, still trying to like explore this place out.
Yeah. You're just checking the scenery. You're trying to figure out what there is to do. Makes sense.
Chris.
Yep.
What's the nicest looking building I've seen in this town?
The nicest looking building is very obviously the manor on the top of the hill.
Yeah, I just noticed the extra walls around that building.
Yep. It is up further up on a bit of a kind of a cliff face. It is nice looking, clearly money.
Yeah.
But you also surmise that it's probably the reigning noble's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, the local noble being Baron Edward Bonacorso.
Baracoso. I'll write that down somewhere just because I feel like it's important somehow to me. Are any of the buildings, as you get closer to that, are the buildings nicer, or is it just that one like the distinctly nicest thing here?
That is the most distinctly nicest thing. The rest of the buildings are well made. It does not look like this is a poor town.
Yeah.
This is not a huge bustling city. It is a smaller town to say.
Okay.
They're doing well off for themselves.
All right. Well, that's like basically what I'd be spending my day is just kind of like, perusing, checking out the scenery.
Alrighty.
Since
Now the rest of you are all traveling together on a separate cart along the countryside. You're coming in from the east. The handful of you are in a small caravan, and in the back of the caravan is most of the other travelers. Together, you guys are sitting there with a couple of performers who are, one of them's practicing juggling with one hand, and just a couple of bean bags. Nothing spectacular, but it's just idle practice. And the other one is kind of looking over some notes he wrote down, kind of moving through flashcards and muttering practice phrases.
Perfect.
The countryside itself, spanning just grasslands, rolling hills. You can see the varying colors of different farms growing different plant life. Some shorter shrubbery looking, some tall, towering rows and rows of corns, wheats, varying other things. The town itself is in view, but it is far enough off where you can probably get away with camping out for one more night and just taking it easy. You're not in any rush. No one has any perishable goods. And so you're all just having a relaxing ride.
You said this one has everyone else on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Gonna be like sitting back, drinking coffee out of a cup.
I'm snickering to
enjoying my
myself as I have already memorized this guy's shock cards, and I'm going through them in my own head as he stumbles through them.
The thing you note is his hand shakes a little bit at a couple of them, but most of them he gets fine.
Okay. Is it
Those
like a
few that he shakes at, you definitely take notice of.
Okay. Is it a story or something that he's memorizing?
It sounds kind of like introductions, almost like a little speech. There are a few jokes.
Okay. All right, perfect. Just so I know. That's all. In case he needs somebody to quiz him on it later. Or
Sounds
step
good.
in and take care of it for him.
Just jumps up on stage. I think I'll take a mirror for you.
I got this. I got this. Don't worry about this.
Who? What?
It's fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
I prepared for this my entire life. By my entire life, I mean the 5 minutes I looked over your cards. But I'll be sitting next to my companion as he's drinking his coffee.
All right. So why don't we go ahead and start introducing these characters? We'll start with Heather.
Okay, well, let's see here. What you notice right away is he's very tall and muscular. He's got kind of like slick back black hair and like a really long ponytail in the back. It's kind of like and like it's half shaved. He has red eyes and glasses. Got some jewelry on, some bracelets and earrings and half gloves. So it's like just the fingers are covered. And he has a pretty nice looking gray axe just chilling right next to him. He wears like a white button down shirt with the sleeves rolled up by the elbows and like black pants and like kind of suspenders. And you can kind of see the ends of a tattoo by the elbow of one of his arms.
My God, we're fucking hipsters.
Alrighty. We'll go right along the road there to our dear friend James.
All right. What you see before you is not a tall man, but an average height man. If I were to guess, I'd say somewhere around 5'10". Unlike his compatriot, he has long black hair that isn't shaved down and looks mildly disheveled at all times. A 5 o'clock shadow perpetually stipples his face, and he is in what can only be considered very nice traveling clothes that never seem to be dirty or out of place. He usually tends to lounge around, leaning against his backpack, reading a book. But the one thing you do notice about him is his piercing, intelligent blue eyes. And his always, how do I say this, smirking smile. And he's very much human.
Ew.
Now, sitting beside you, of course, is that human who's also reading off his cards, trying to figure that out. Sitting across the way from that performer sits a dwarf. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your dwarf? What does he look like?
So, there before you is sitting a rather, I wouldn't say short, but not tall. I mean, he's dwarf height, 4 foot. It's pretty dwarfy height.
He's short.
Yep. Big and stout. However, he there is not even a glimpse of any type of skin or hair shown. He is covered with all types of leathers. He has a giant mask over him that almost, it's not exactly like a beaked mask, but it has a big bulbous like bump in the front of it.
Talk about like never mind.
Font.
I'll find a picture and I'll show it to you.
But he has two little beady goggles on, which you cannot really see through. And he has he has a rucksack, maybe almost about the size of him, back just full of random junk. Obviously, parts that you'd find out in the fields that were from like the battlefields long ago. But he's not a hoarder, but he kind of is.
Mm. Like some of it's like kind of spilling over the top. You're like,
oh yeah, no, there's a pan like tied to it. There's a little sword like kind of in the middle of it, tied in by rope. And he's covered in pouches of just random things. If a pickpocket would go in, like sometimes it'd be like, oh, it's literally just like a pocket of like little bolts and nuts. Why would he have? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just there and he's pretty quiet. He's constantly scanning around, not obviously looking for like threats, but trying to see if there's any like loot that, because he might actually, you get the feeling that he would jump out to go collect something and try to run back to the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting beside him, of course, is the juggler, who is attempting to keep two hacky sacks up in the air at the same time with one hand, occasionally losing, dropping one, but very clearly not here to do his best, just to keep the skills sharp. Beside him, however, is a rather unique figure. Zach, why don't you go ahead and introduce?
I am a 7-foot.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm a furbolg.
Oh,
All right.
As Shanice
Gross.
says, cow person.
Ow, person. Writing this down.
Why do all of you hate this?
I don't. I
Bird him.
I find it awesome.
No, I didn't know they were that tall.
Yeah, they be big.
Wait, what are you?
A furbolg.
Verbal.
I have to Google this now.
They're pretty tall.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. That's what
Yes.
like Final Fantasy 14. I can't remember what it is.
Being one,
Oh,
a lover of nature and such, was blessed with light and must take care of things that are living. But I've been traveling for a while, so my stuff's a little dirty. I try to keep it clean, but spend a lot of time on the road. So I'm looking forward to getting to town and getting to clean up a little bit.
All right. For the most part, things are going neatly enough, and you find a nice clearing. It's a distant space between the two fields, bit of a little crossroad there, and the caravan driver calls out, "All right, everyone, time to set up camp. We want to try and get the shipment in tomorrow morning very specifically, and I'd rather just come in early. Take a nap. Take it easy."
I close my book. Get up, stretch. I'm gonna go for a walk. Anybody want to join me?
Why not?
Great, awesome. And I just jump out from the back of the cart and just pick a directions. Just walk, just a few feet away.
You're gonna notice that Ruggles jumps off and just follows, kind of waddling, following.
Clank, 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 clank.
Yeah.
mean, she has like pots, like in pans.
Oh yeah, no, he has pots and
The
pans.
whole,
Here,
like,
Shanice, I'll show you.
ensemble.
Should I'll just post what I wanted my character to be inspired by.
Mm.
I knew exactly.
Yeah, I know. Good for you.
Said the mask. I was like, wait a minute. I know. I think I know what he wants it to look like.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
I forgot what they're called. I forgot they were
They're-
like goblins
They're
or whatever.
They're super thick boy
something.
goblins.
they're like I think it's not with a K. I'm pretty sure.
No, you're thinking of something else. I know what you're
I
thinking
think
of.
of the kobolds, but those look different.
You
Probably.
sure? Because those are in the newest. They're in Final Fantasy 14.
Continue on. I'll
Yeah,
send her a
yeah.
picture.
So you three
I'm gonna think.
venture up.
I'm gonna
ahead.
follow, thinking that
All right.
him with his giant backpack. I'm like, oh, a fellow traveler.
So you four head off,
Yeah.
slightly away from the rest of the camp, heading a bit northwards towards the ocean.
Yep. Like I said, I'm not getting out of I'm not getting out of eyesight of the camp, but I'm getting far enough away that they're not going to ask me to help them set up. I may find a stick on the ground and be like, I've brought back firewood.
Good job. He's an idiot.
You've all paid your way already. You know that it's a courtesy to do so, but it's not mandatory, and you're not really being looked down
Not
upon if you choose
mandatory. My favorite words.
not to.
But yeah, after I'm gonna find a little place to kind of just relax a little bit. I'm gonna take the small little black mouse out of my pocket, put him on the ground, and let him just kind of run around.
Oh my god.
He scurries around merrily, takes
Yes.
off, just zooming around,
Amazing.
pausing a second to snack on some of the small seed that's, peppered around from birds flying over.
I'm gonna turn around to talk to my little companion, notice the other two follow me, and go, oh.
Oh, wait, oh.
Just
Oh,
one,
okay.
2, 3. Hi. You guys
Just
I see you put down this little black mouse, and I'm gonna try to go over, talk to him, and pick him up.
okay. He'll let you pick him up.
Oh my goodness! Look at this cute little guy.
Yeah.
He chitters and
I pet him.
doesn't like he kind of squirms a little bit because it's a different person picking him up, but he doesn't do so for too long because you've been around him for a couple days now.
Adorable.
It's okay. He can understand the meaning of my words.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
He
this
can
is a
understand your words because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it
Yeah,
says I
sure.
communicate with beasts and plants. I'm assuming
Like,
Be-
it's
are also animal.
Yeah.
Plants. Nice.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
I
It's
finished
just a
my
mouse,
coffee.
right?
I put my cup away.
it's technically not a
He
beast.
relaxes very quickly.
But
yeah.
sure.
Nope. Mice are vermin.
Well,
Oh.
it's because
Just
it's
don't
my
count it.
familiar. It has a statistic as either celestial, fey, or fiend, and it's a fey.
Fair.
Oh.
Technically,
Hmm.
but
Either way, result is still the same.
exactly, it's just a happy little
But not
mouse.
for long.
He's a happy little mouse, and I think I can talk to him.
Mm.
This is great.
That's great.
I mean, I was just coming out here for a little bit to kind of get away from that because sitting in a cart, confided. But I guess welcome to join. I don't really have a plan here. I was thinking about trying to
So,
find a tall enough shrub to relieve myself first.
Oh,
But-
well, where did you get? Why do you travel with this mouse?
It's my mouse.
It's your pet?
Sure, pet.
Hmm. I slowly put the mouse down.
It'll just start skittering around a little bit more.
I'll still sit on the ground with him because
Just
why not?
imagining huge furball just sitting,
Yeah.
staring at a cute little tiny mouse.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, where
The
are you
weather's
guys from?
fairly warm as well. Winds are calm and just gentle rustling.
Perfect. I wanted to stretch
Stretch.
my legs a little bit.
Yep. Just to reach up and stretch.
Mm-hmm. From west. West? West? West.
Yes.
Yeah. Same.
Same. Well, hi, I'm Balgeros.
Oh, that
What-
was you. Okay, I was
What's
wondering.
so funny?
No,
Belle,
Why
I'll
do you
walk
have
up and
a
actually stick my head out to you.
No, I was actually
Ah.
confused. 'cause-
Theodore
Nice to
Cunningham. My friends call me Theo, which means you can call me Theo.
Oh, Theo, nice to meet you.
And that big guy over there is Alistair. Right, Alistair? Come say hi to our new friend.
how's it going? Nice to meet you,
Alistair.
Dad.
Hello.
How are you doing today, sir?
Sir, wonderful, wonderful. Just so good to talk to people and not plants. But yes, how is everyone?
Oh, you know, seen better days, seen worse days.
I don't know. This is a
Hey.
pretty nice day.
This
Yeah.
is a beautiful day. The sun is shining.
The grass is green.
The grass is green.
We're not stuck in a cart.
Yeah, I can stretch my legs. That was a little tight.
Hmm. And what about you, little one?
He'll
Shooters, chirps.
is Chris, is there any like debris like out there or no?
Not at the
Don't you throw something at me.
moment.
Oh, damn it.
Can I loot something? No.
Well, yeah, aren't you like what are you like 7 foot tall?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's
All
why I
right.
said little one.
So you see that little figure kind of like it fully extend, like he is slouching hard as well
Mhm.
when he stands up. But he has to like almost lean back a little bit to actually get to like meet your eyes. And you know, he'll just like mutter a little few things, and he'll just say his name is my name's Bomblix.
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 What a delightful name.
Nice.
I'm Belgeros.
He'll just look at you, just head cant a little bit.
So, where are you from, Bulgaros?
Name of town to be determined.
That sounds like a nice place.
I've never
Yeah.
been to name of town need yet to be determined, but I would love to see it one day.
It's a wonderful place.
Hmm.
It's nice and warm almost all the time. Except when it's rains. But everyone needs water.
Of course.
You're not wrong.
As I just stare into the sky.
I sense a strong hippie vibe with this fucking party so far.
We're all
And
hipsters.
I'm
I already told you.
extremely
We're all
happy.
fucking hipsters.
Oh God.
This is the hipster part
There's
of the party.
3 hipsters and a hoarder.
Wait, we can all evolve into murder hobos? It's like
Is this where murder hobos becomes a thing? No.
Oh dear.
What about you?
wait. No, that doesn't work. I was gonna say hipster hobos. I'm
Bomblix?
like that.
As I look down, talk to you.
From the south.
Oh my god, me too.
You notice that Bomblix doesn't exactly talk or respond too much. He's more interested in like his little fidgeting around like with random things on him.
Hmm.
Good on
So
you.
the camp is set up fairly quickly. The caravan basically creates a circle, and most people sleep on the caravans. There's options for you guys to do so as well, and others just kind of stay up and enjoy the time.
I will tell a story.
I will listen.
Now tell me, have any of you heard of the Battle of the Tower?
No.
Right. Well, this is a long story from long ago. Basically, it's very long, and most of it has been lost to time, but I will give you a fragment of it. There were 5 heroes.
Are you really?
I didn't do a con check.
Can't check this.
Doesn't vomit.
Doesn't.
Oh no.
Fade to black.
No, I'll go as far as you want me to, but I will basically just tell a story.
Yeah.
Is it about
Yeah,
the
sounds-
tower?
It is. I don't. You don't know, not unless you want me to tell the story. By the way,
I already said.
I will. If you guys want, I will create little anecdotes. Part of the thing of this character is he is going to butcher and plagiarize and totally misremember all of the stories from our past campaigns.
Nice.
I hate it.
Yay.
Like totally just like bastardized versions of it that like because it's been like what 800 years from the first
Yeah.
campaign.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
he's going to be telling the 800-year-old version that has been like told down from time to time to time to time, and it's just become a wives' tale at this point. But he's
I'll just
entertaining at it.
Spit my tea out as I know.
Does this
everything.
I don't.
You don't.
Do we all know? I don't. We wouldn't know it, would we?
It's the Battle of the Tower.
Mm-hmm.
It's which the names of the people have been lost to time. There was the mighty king, the smartest woman in the world, the mage Vivian. There was the dastardly cleric. There was the strong barbarian, the noble fighter, and of course, the dumbass paladin. Or as we like to call him, the dupe.
Bomblix would clap a little.
Just-
And he basically tells the story of the raid on the tower, and about how the paladin was basically the patsy the entire time, and everybody just tolerated him.
Patsy, no.
What a poor guy.
And he didn't know any better. He was young and dumb, and filled with the Lord.
Oh dear.
The moral of this story
Believe
is
in our Lord and Savior, Tyr.
he was. Nobody knows if Tyr's around anymore.
Yep.
But Vivian, now that's a woman I'd like to meet. Smart, intelligent, very beautiful, travels through time and space, knows everything about anything. Yeah, that would be great. Anyways, I'm done telling a story. Good night, everybody. It's been fun. And I just go turn over and fall asleep. Just
right there.
right there.
Sleep
Just
mode.
instant sleep mode.
Just used to this by now.
Activating.
Is
down
it nighttime now?
Doesn't matter for me.
It is, yes.
Doesn't matter.
The-
Does it
I'm
matter?
assuming the
Well, it is
story-
now. Sun goes out.
The story took a while. I'm gonna cast light and be like, what? You can't leave it off like that.
Ah, God. Ah, no. Yes, I can.
No,
Yes.
you were just getting into it.
So?
So
I roll over and look at him. No. Buddy, friendo.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about telling a story? Do you know this feeling you have right now? What is it that you feel?
I want more.
Right. Exactly. And who's the person who can give you more right now?
You and I lean in.
I'm like, right. So let me tell you a secret. It's called, you can find out more tomorrow when we get into town and buy me a drink. Or not. It's totally up to you. Then I roll back over and go back to sleep.
I'm just sipping my coffee.
I'll snap my fingers and the light will go out.
By the way,
The light of the campfire is enough for you to be able to see around.
it wasn't my best
telling.
Wait, those were the +5?
Yeah.
Oh, 7.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wasn't my best. We've been on the road for a while.
But I'm assuming your character, Zach, is just extremely captivated audience. You
I
don't
was
get
captivated.
stories. Yeah, you don't get stories like this. You just gotta take what you can get.
I'm assuming everyone knows a little bit about the tower, or do you just know it because you're noble?
Everyone knows a little bit about the tower.
Everyone
They
knows
know
a little.
of the Tower of Khorendal. It fell in the
Right.
last 20 years.
I read lots of books.
Can't wait to hear what
I stopped right as they got to the base of the tower after fighting through waves of demon armies. And the paladin dupe lost all of his soldiers. It was a tragedy.
Just oofs.
to short walls.
They are Drakenkar's greatest enemies.
Watch out. The living rolling stones. They'll trip you.
Those mimic short walls.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, not me. I'll pick out cards and I'll play with some cards a little bit.
How late is it, Chris?
It's just sundown.
Okay. I'm gonna wait till later to ask more stuff.
All right. So later on in the evening, back to you two. The rest of the day goes by, mostly idle. Is there anything you guys want to do while daytime is still going?
I know for me, definitely, I want to find the guild that I've been kind of correlating with right now and trying to get all the basically in the starter pack area where I'm trying to just get my bearings. So I will try to find that area.
You will find it. It takes a little while, but you notice the telltale markings. It's a smaller building on the eastern side of town, kind of tucked away in one of the side streets. The building itself is not too presumptuous, but it's close enough to some of the local bulletin boards where the varying members can quickly check it out and return to lodging. Inside, you find the hallmark front desk with a very stern-looking dwarf sitting behind it, scribbling away at paperwork. He's got a long white beard that's kind of draped off to the side. You can tell that this guy has not seen combat in several years, but certainly has never seen it. Certainly very accustomed to it. Scowls up to you. Oh. Right. It seems that our newest arrival has finally got it here.
The jowls.
Yes. Sorry for the long wait. It was a little bit hard to find where we're supposed to go.
Fair, right. So, what was your name again? He takes out a kind of book and flips a few pages in.
Silas, sir.
Right, Silas. There you are. Fourth room, second bunk. That's where you can stay for the night. Or if you think you're better than that, there's an inn outside the walls. As of right now, your partner hasn't arrived. He's still on his way.
Understood. And you said second door or
Fourth door, second bunk.
fourth door, second bunk? Thank you very much. And I turn and walk in the direction that I'm assuming, pointed, in which wing or
He did not point.
I'm so sorry. Which way was I supposed to go?
All the way in the back. And you
Is
kind of
there?
okay. Across the way from.
Okay, that's all I needed. And I also motion behind to the wolf that's still following me, basically silently, no outward weirdness. Like honestly, if for most people they probably think it's a dog half the time, just because it's kind of on the smaller side.
And it's certainly not the most exotic animal in here. You see people with a couple of hawks on their shoulders. You've recognized them a couple of times passing back and forth. And varying people. You've seen the majority of people here. There's a few you haven't met yet. All at one point or another encountered in just lodging. No real conversation to get to know them. Names are kind of fleeting at the moment. Quite coming to you.
Just so that I have a reference, just because you said it was on the eastern side, what here?
Yeah, I will highlight it
here about
red.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna do. Can I fucking let me drag this? Okay, I'm just gonna put myself right here, just so that I have a reference of where I actually. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
On the other side of the room, staring at the desk where you were, panning your vision to the right, you can see where there were a few hunts declared. You've seen these before. They're long-standing. No one has gotten them yet. And then as you turn to head towards the back, you're seeing the rows of varying tables where some people are meeting. There's a few people poring over some maps that are discussing, some that are drinking in the back, celebrating, and it's fairly noisy, bustling, and active, which most of that would normally be drowned by the varying corner that the specific corner that it's in. So you know that these locations are often picked way off to the side as not to bother the residents. Places that are usually going to be empty at night, where most of the guild is going to be active.
So the rooms are past this area, or
you head past. There's an open door frame that when you walk by, you see a hallway that leads to one room that's numbered 1, and then looking further down, you can see that they're numbered 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down. Cracking open room number 4, you note that there are 2 bunks on either side, and it's quite tightly packed. The beds themselves are raised up almost 2 feet higher than regular inn beds. And you can tell a lot of this extra gear is stashed underneath it just for storage sake. One of the bunks is occupied, you can tell, by some gear kind of tucked underneath, a couple of swords and varying pieces of leather. It looks like there might have been some kind of repair project going under, by what you can tell.
Okay. No, you said there's 2 beds total, like 1 bed on one side, 1 bed on the other side?
4 beds total.
4 beds total. Okay. And it's like a bunk bed kind of thing, or is it just like 4 beds on
Yeah,
a wall, basically?
they're kind of all pushed off to the side. They're small and short beds, like twin beds, but they're all like kind of tucked off to the side, very
Okay.
barracks styled. And each one has an etch into it numbering it. So it kind of goes clockwise: 1, 2 on the left, 3, 4 on the right.
Mhm.
And bed number 3 is occupied.
With the person, or with just the armor?
With the gear that I described.
Okay, the gear. Okay. So I guess I'll go up to my bed, which is 2, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Now, would that be the bottom bunk, if I'm thinking of this right?
No, they're all even.
They're all...
So it's like 4 beds in a dormitory.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so then I'll just go to my bed and basically just kind of like awkwardly look around and just sit. And the wolf that's with me will kind of sit outside and just kind of stare at me. And it's just like, and you can tell she's like looking at it, just like, look, just don't judge me, okay? We don't really have much choice. This is where we have to stay for now. Just don't growl at me, okay? We're surviving. This is better than being outside for another month or 2. It's a roof over our head and hopefully food. So just try to relax, I guess. And she kind of just sits back in the bed and pulls out like a very odd shaped sword kind of blade. The blade looks very, very unique. Kind of jagged. Like it looks like it's like a rusted blade that looks like it really wouldn't be used for anything, because it's just looks like it's kind of broken in some senses, but it's still got like the sharp enough tip to be like a sword, but it's like kind of like really jagged to get to that sword tip. And she just kind of like sits back and basically has the blade just sitting in her lap and legs crossed over her bed, and just kind of just sitting there with her head down and just kind of like meditating, it seems like. And that's really all.
Yeah.
And she'll probably just chill out for a little bit.
All right. So time passes, you meditate, and for the most part, no one else arrives that night.
Hmm.
Miguel, you said you wanted to.
Yeah. So you said they're like setting up like events and such.
Mm-hmm.
Where? So what exactly are the events around that are like set up already that I could like just be like, oh, that's already set up for tomorrow, kind of thing?
Most of it is, for the most part, the major pieces going up. Most of the stalls are all set up already for shopping and whatnot. You know that there's been additional lodging kind of stationed by the docks from wandering around and seeing all the different carts kind of tucked into warehouses that are not holding goods, but rather holding places for people to just kind of bunk up if need be.
Okay.
You note that there's a few moored ships in the shipyard, and they seem to be offloading as requested, not just full blown, which is, of course, out of the ordinary, but understandable after seeing, people loading and bedding to the warehouses.
Okay. That changes how I wanted to go about this then. Okay. Is there any place open that's like got anything like job wise that's still going? Like job offerings I could just like pick up before I maybe pack it in for the night? Because as I peruse
Absolutely.
around,
All
I
over
don't
there
see
looking
anything I
for
want
helping
yet.
hands.
Gotcha. Alright. Then I'll go see with the what's going on with that then, and I'll pick up anything that is paying okay.
All right.
Or
Yeah, it looks like it's mostly just odd jobs around town at the moment. Mostly set up for the festival. There's you find a few places where people are some older people and some mothers watching their children because they don't have to pay too close attention. Are just doing some like basic handiwork at some tables that are spread out. You see some larger pieces going up by those who have muscle to do so, and it's just all over the place. There's little odd jobs to do.
alright.
Um,
Uh,
none really seem to pay too much more than the others. The heavy lifting is a little bit more, but they'll take whatever.
Gotcha. Alright. I guess I'll just go help out down at the docks for now, for as long as it's not like unreasonable to, because you said it was kind of late now. And I did say I was
Yeah.
waiting till a little later, but nothing really piqued my interest out of what I saw, so I go find real work.
All right. Go ahead and roll me 2d4.
2d4. Gotcha.
Yep.
I forget. How do you do this in Roll20 again? Is it the brackets, right? Bracket.
Yeah, double brackets.
2d.
There's also a little
4.
advanced roller on the left-hand side.
Damn.
Yeah, but that clogs up the chat too much.
I got 5.
All right,
Or
5 silver.
2 and a 3. All right, cool. That's better than nothing.
Yeah.
After that, I just kind of go find reasonable lodging.
All right. Well, you know there is definitely an inn at the entryway.
Okay. How much are they charging for a room? I ask the innkeeper.
It appears to be 2 silver a night, and that'll cover a little bit of a breakfast, a light breakfast in the morning as well.
Okay. Better than some places I've stayed. I toss him the 2 silver.
Much obliged. He hands you a key for one of the rooms, and it's a smaller room. It's on the second floor. Enough to fit comfortably, but you know, if you were packing a fair amount, you wouldn't necessarily be able to fit much.
Okay. How many rooms are there adjacent to or across from? Like, how long is this hallway or whatever the room selection?
There appear to be 10 rooms on either side of the building.
As I head to my room, I don't go to the correct room, and I try and open the next door next to me.
All right. Obviously, the key doesn't quite work.
Okay. I keep jiggling the door handle.
Who's the thief?
You're not getting any kind of response.
Okay. I'd like to pick the lock.
Go ahead.
Already. Out
Okay. How
Get
do
right
this
out the
again? Do I do
door.
a deck?
It is
And I have expertise with
Yes.
my lock picking stuff.
yes.
You should be
so
able to
you would
just
be
click it
rolling it
on-
with.
So I do this. Yeah.
Hold on a second.
I mean, that's a dex
Yeah.
save. I think you would click on the
Oh
proficiency.
wait. Oops. Wait. Yeah, you're right. My bad.
You
This
just click on your decks. I
Yep.
think.
Yep. Wrong buttons.
Mm.
Just
Well, that's a
dex
pretty average
sadness.
score.
It's very sad.
But
No,
wait,
you do
I
it
have
twice.
when you have expertise, does that give you advantage?
It doesn't. I don't believe it gives you advantage. I believe it gives you
Give
the.
you that. Ho ho ho!
Okay.
Whoa.
You are
Just
not
don't
keeping
waste
that.
those.
Oh, wait.
Of course I'm not. But there you go. If you have
Theo actually picks the lock from the other side. Hello.
mage hand.
It's like Wesley. Hey guys, how's it going? How'd you get in there?
Alright. So wait, should I do sleight of hand?
Yeah, you may as well.
Okay. Then I'll do that instead. Okay. There you go.
All right. So you feel the lock a bit with the key. You get a gauge on how it feels. Jiggling the door handle.
See what you did there.
Twist the key just a tiny bit. Push a little, then
Ooh, that's my favorite sound. I open
you
the
open
door.
the room.
I open
it
it
is empty.
slowly. Okay. Guess this isn't my room. I go to the next one.
All right. I imagine you're going to do this until you.
Yeah. I keep going until maybe someone says, like, excuse me.
So the next one, key in the door. You start turning it.
Mm-hmm.
You start jiggling the handle.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear some footsteps from the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Christ, what day is morning? Fine. And you hear some mumbling from the other side as the door opens. What do you want?
I'm sorry. I think this is my room.
I don't think it is. And he opens the door wider, and you can tell that he's unpacked a bit. He's been there for a couple of days now. He checks the door. Room number 14.
Look at him. Yeah. Do you mind if I just peek my hand real quick?
You just kind of like push past him a little bit.
Yeah, just like a little. I'm not like demanding, like pushing.
Yeah, you're not like shoving off out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just.
I walk in. I kind of put my hands on my side of and I'm standing in there. Is there anything like close enough for me that I could reach it if I were to try for it right now?
Nothing more than his boots at the door.
Take the boots.
So like I kind of like step in front of his boots, kind of like slowly and like kind of like, huh?
Jesus Christ.
God,
it's starting.
Can I try and like slowly like move his shoes out through the front door enough that maybe they won't be inside?
or sleight of foot.
Yep, sleight of my foot.
Oh, dear.
All right.
Okay, so that's the 18.
So he's like, what?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
My room. He's clearly waking up a little bit more now. This is definitely my room. He must be probably on the other side.
Hold on. I pull my key out. I'm a dumbass. I'm sorry. I'm number 4, not 14.
It's upside down. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I apologize. Sir, I hope you have a wonderful night. I apologize again, and I actually hand him a copper.
Okay.
I apologize for your troubles.
Gave him my
Thank
fucking
you.
copper that I gave
I'm
you.
not gonna say no to that. Have a good night, guy.
Yep, you too, sir.
Closes the door on you.
I immediately pick those boots up, and I can. How do you?
They are gone.
They are gone.
Yeah. I mean, you have them. You have. them.
Okay. I thought you meant like they disappeared.
They are gone.
He stole them back.
No.
They're magical boots of returning.
Oh,
Duh.
those are some real good boots. Now I have to steal them.
Yeah.
Put them on. You return to the man with them on. Oh, what am I doing here?
I put them on my hands and I clap them cheerfully, and I head back to my room.
You don't even know where this man's feet have been.
I'll wash my hands later.
Okay.
And then I get in my room and I kind of like toss them across the room and I go lay down on the bed. This is a good start. It's a good first day.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna be the best of friends.
This is gonna be a time.
Oh God.
This is gonna be great.
I had to add my 3 silver from before and then subtract the 1 copper.
You fucking took the silver I gave you.
I promise you, I will pay you back double.
Idiot.
I've already net positive.
Mhm.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So you go to sleep. The party outside of the wall. You are all awoken by the bustling of the merchants and whatnot packing up and whatnot if you don't choose to awaken early.
Oh, I am the first one up.
All right.
And I have already read my book. and prepared what I need to prepare for the day.
I'll be up.
I'm gonna-
Swinging my axe around.
I'm gonna get up and take my lens covers off my mask, my lenses.
I look
'Cause
immaculate.
Whenever I sleep, I just put like little like camera lens covers on top of my goggles and I fall asleep. But nope, now they come back off.
Was there a stream nearby?
There is a small stream. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say what I would have done is I would have read my book, gone, bathed in the stream, made myself look very presentable, and then I've already been back and up for then another 30 minutes before anybody else gets up.
Got it.
In the same clothes as yesterday, which look fabulous still.
Always fabulous.
Always looking good.
Oh yeah.
Pays someone. No, doesn't. Begs people to cast presentation. Can you just clean these for me real quick?
Just always looking good. That's just me.
Yep.
Always looking good.
Okay.
Still 5 o'clock shadow, but my hair is done nicely this time. I'm ready to go to town.
You look presentable.
As they're coming, as people are waking up, specifically the guy who's doing the speech, I am kind of mumbling. I'm kind of like eating breakfast as I'm doing the guy's speeches for him.
Reciting them back to him. as
Reciting him
practice.
back to like
He's
to
just
him, like he, like put in my mouth, but I'm doing his jokes to him, like saying his jokes out loud, like I'm thinking of them on my own.
Wow, you're
Just kinda
hilarious.
A little disgruntled by this.
Hang on, I just want to see.
This is kind of a look of like slight unhappiness.
Oh, I nail
Oof.
him.
Oof. Just a big oof. I'll be like swinging around my axe a little bit and then have it over my shoulders and do some squats. You know, morning exercise.
Get
Yep.
swole.
Getting more swole.
No, remain swole.
Yeah, maintain
Maintain my
that
swollenness.
domain.
Oh yeah.
Body's a temple, man. Gotta respect it.
Then I will sip my coffee. Sit down near Theo somewhere and drink my coffee.
Have we like taken our time and like take out the coffee press
Yep.
and like done it very carefully
Mm.
and like made sure it's very good? It's like, ah, yes, of course.
Do you want some?
We've put it where like I had it sitting for you on the fire already percolating.
Most excellent.
Best part of waking up is dragging coffee in your cup.
Oh man.
Making breakfast Gary's way. Wait, am I the same inn as you guys?
No, we're outside.
No, they're
We're
outside,
outside.
right
We're not.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the caravan does not take very long to pack up once everyone starts waking up, and you kind of see everyone piling out. It's about 20 or so people total, including a handful of varying travelers who are joining you as well. And it seems like you guys are coming along a little early to the party. So you start your travels once more, just at a casual, comfortable pace.
Perfect.
Good.
I'll walk for a little bit. Oh, actually, no. I'll ride until we get close to town, and then I'll get out and I'll walk.
Yeah, that's easy enough to do. So you all, as you're arriving, you're seeing the walls, the wooden walls of the city, along one side, the side that's to your left. You're seeing the varying grasslands turning into more colorful plants for farming. Some of them you can tell are varying smoking herbs and varying kind of recreational things that aren't necessarily like
Cash crops.
staple foods. Yeah. The varying fruits. It's prettier. It wasn't to say unpretty previously, but there's more color. And as you kind of pan your view across to the wooden structures, you can see that along the edges are strung up some bundles of leavery with varying different colored ornaments hanging from it. The gates themselves have kind of this archway built over them, with flower petals kind of adorning the top of it, and all the houses are a little decorated. Nothing exceptional, but enough to really, unify the town, bring a bunch of color in all together.
Very nice. So once we get close enough, I'll take my satchel, throw it over my shoulder, take my quarterstaff, jump off in the wagon, start walking. Make sure I have my mouse, who, by the way, is named Marcellus Caius Flax.
Why?
Or as I call him, Mal.
Marcellus. I need to write this down.
It's on the notes page of my character sheet. I'll post it. But yes, we and I'll just start walking on in.
All right.
There you go.
Bomblix will also follow.
They'll get off
Okay.
eventually.
As you enter, you see a few people from the town. One of them looks like some kind of official, but obviously not high ranking,
Mhm.
as he's kind of greeting and hello, welcome.
I'll
Hello, just kind of waving people in.
walk it up to him, shake his hand. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Briarville.
Well, I'm happy to be here. What do we have going on today?
Today starts the festival. Early off, we're gonna have a little opening ceremony in the center of town,
Wonderful.
and that'll be kind of closer to. We'll have some games for people who like games. We'll have some shopping for people who like shopping, and
Shopping.
drinking and festivities, the whole 9 yards.
Well, that sounds absolutely amazing, and I definitely can't wait to partake. I do have one small little quick thing I need to do first, though. As you can tell, now that I've just arrived in town, I would like to purchase a place to stay before the festivities and everything happen tonight, and people get wondering that they can't make their way home.
I completely understand. In my youth, I was the same way. You can look towards the other gate. It's right. Just take a turn at the crossroads. Just take a right up here, and he kind of points. You can see the turn.
Right.
And you just keep going. It'll be on your left. Big building, hard to miss. And
Got
it'll
it.
be the 7 crosses.
7 crosses, so then a right, then a left, on my left. Nailed it. Got it. Thank you very much, good sir. I can't wait to experience the world famous.
Walks off.
And just walk away.
I can't wait to experience the.
And just walk away. And now it's sort of towards the end.
I am following him.
And
Oh, hello, young master. Hello.
Just blank stare, just run away after the person.
At this point, yeah, they'll get off and I'll follow.
Hello. Enjoy.
Good day.
bidet.
Yeah.
Bidet. All right. But I will make my way into the inn.
Making our way down the street.
Walk in fast and I'm homebound. Da 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 da.
Ba-da-da-da.
Gonna buy a room before they get really expensive.
Borrow
Oh,
my
boy.
chair.
All right.
The sound I make when I wake up.
So, Silith,
Mhm.
you awaken to the rustling sound of a half-orc. One you recognize.
Mhm.
He's setting up in bunk number 1. The loud thunking of varying metal armors clattering on the frame. this is your partner.
Okay. Hold on.
Travel's a sack of shit. His tusks kind of whistling a little bit as he speaks.
Mhm.
So, how long did it take you to get here?
Well, I did get a little lost. Place is a lot bigger than I was expecting, to be honest.
Yeah. I took a detour. There was some good hunting down a little ways south, so I picked up a side job on the way up.
I see. Oh, I'm glad to see that you arrived without any issues.
As if something as weak as a bear could kill me.
No, I don't imagine. I'm like looking at him, and I'm assuming he's kind of like on the older side. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, he's got some graying in his hair, some just peppering. You can see a little bit of it. It's more prominent in his facial hair, which is kind of jaggedly cut down. There's sections ungrowing and a few peppered scars. But he's definitely aged in through quite a handful. The notable feature is the chip off of one of his tusks.
Okay. I was like, well, I did doubt that anything in particular would really stop you, but still, just as a note, it is good to know that you arrived without any issues either way.
Did you open the letter with the mark on it, or are you waiting for me to do it?
I haven't opened it yet. I arrived kind of late-ish yesterday, and I literally just woke up, so no.
Yeah. I haven't looked at mine either. Wasn't really that caring that much. Usually they just send me out to watch young pups that aren't wet behind the ears.
Well, unfortunately, that would be technically me, but I'm assuming that you seem more or less easygoing in that sense. So I'll try not to make any issues for you for sure.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Well, we got a few days before anything really starts to pick up, so festivals happen and go have fun, I guess. It'll probably be your last chance before you actually get too deep into the guild.
And she basically salutes him very kind of like in a not really a childish way, but kind of like in a more or less just kind of like teasing him in a sense, just because she can tell he's really much on the older side, and also basically kind of like a kind of sense of authority with him. So she kind of just teases him with a nice little, and just like, "Yep, nope, I will definitely do that."
What was your you had an S name? I remember that. What was it?
Oh, my name is Silith.
All right, Remick.
Were you going to go out at any point to enjoy the festival, or were you just going to stay here for the day?
He continues to unbuckle and unpack, kind of moving things underneath, and he answers, well, there's drinks, so I'm going to drink some few to the table who think they can match. And that's it.
Well, that sounds good enough. I mean, I will probably head around just to see out. I did see a little bit of the town yesterday, but I did want to see a little bit more. So I guess I will come back here a little bit later on, and then we can look at the mark.
I'll see you here in 2 days.
All right, sounds good.
Early in the morning.
Roger. And I just walk out basically. holding basically all of my stuff is still with me as well. I didn't
Yeah.
really like unpack anything at all.
You just tucked it under your bed and went to sleep.
Yeah.
All right.
Obviously,
you head
also
out.
motioning to my friend with me, and he kind of like the wolf kind of like just lets out a grunt, like it just obviously doesn't seem like he wants to really leave now that he's got comfortable. But I'm like, come on, we have to go, and we both walk out.
All right. You two head out, and are you heading towards center of town or?
Yeah, sure. I'll
All right.
head towards the center of town just to see how much different it is from yesterday because they were still setting up. So
It is surprisingly different. Everything's kind of bright, colorful, and it looks like a proper festival. It looks like things are ready to go underway. The only thing left is the people. It's not desolate, but it is scarce at the moment. You can see some of the people, the townsfolk who are running errands. They're kind of dressed down a little bit. Obviously, they preparing for something for later. That's kind of the obvious gist of things. The merchants are all kind of pre-stocking and getting things loaded up. It's still bustling, to say the least, but it is more so the final stage of getting ready to kick this whole shindig off.
Excuse me.
Bless.
I'm just like basically staring kind of like in wonder of everything because it's kind of like I've had some festivals, but this is like a little bit different than my usual kind of festival wise going. So this is really interesting to see how the setup actually got pretty beyond my expectations, honestly.
So panning over to Miguel.
Unique. And I will also be trying to purchase like some meat or some like food from the vendors around if they have them.
Yeah, of course. A few of them have some cuts that are quality and some that are a little cheaper available, as they note that you do have a doge with you.
I will probably purchase like just like some probably like one piece of it.
All right, that'll be 5 copper.
Sounds good.
There you go. There's your doge.
So Miguel,
Yes.
the first thing you hear is some cursing and muttering a couple rooms down as to where the hell his boots are.
I put them in my backpack and I leave my room.
You
And
don't hear him come out of the room yet.
Okay.
When you do go downstairs, you do see a handful of travelers arriving. Kind of a motley crew, to say the least. One kind of dressed up in all kinds of leathers and things, almost no skin showing whatsoever. A rather fine-looking gentleman who's got some black hair in the front.
Target.
And a very tall individual. 2 very tall individuals, now that they make it all the way through the door.
And a short guy.
You see the rest of the party.
Trees.
You're not wrong.
So, before I approach them, I reach in my bag and I pull out my deck of cards I have with me, and I shuffle them up and draw the top card.
Oh boy.
All right. You draw a 9 of clubs.
It's gonna be an okay day. And I put it away. And I approach these people.
Hi.
Through the door. Hey, welcome to the town of Briarville.
Briarville.
Sit down, you're drunk.
Briarville.
Yes.
This
I'm
early
guessing you're
town
not
of
the
Briar.
welcoming committee, are you? We met them already outside.
No. Oh, that's very rude. I have a condition.
Well, name's Theo. Theodore Cunningham, but you can call me Theo, because all my friends call me Theo.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Long-Winded Introduction.
Oof.
Wow.
I stick my hand out. I'm waiting for you to
I
shake it.
shake it. I shake it.
It's good to meet you, Mr. Very Blue Person.
Nice to meet you as well. My name is Bo.
Bo! Nice.
Nice, yes.
Nice.
I'm actually coming around just getting an early start to my business, and I pull the shoes out of my backpack, and I kind of just show them the shoes. I'm just like, "Are you in need of a pair of nice shoes?"
I look at my shoes. I'm pretty good. You can see mine are pretty nice. And I tap them on the ground. I'll be also work
Sure.
with the all ensemble thing, kinda. Those I don't think. And then I also look at them. Probably aren't my size either.
But you never know when you're going to go through a growth spurt.
I'm pretty sure I'm done going through a growth spurt.
I think he's a bad salesman.
I look over at you. I look at your shoes. Maybe these. Hey, how you doing, sir? I'm going around getting an early start to my day. As you can see, I'm a traveling shoe salesman. And you need a pair of new shoes?
No. I do not need new shoes. I don't think those will fit me.
What a shame. Well, none of you seem to be in need of new shoes. I put the shoes away.
What else do you have for sale?
I turn back around. What are you looking for? I'm a man of many products.
A shoe salesman who sells lots of other products.
I have multiple jobs.
I am not one to judge.
I'm also low on cash. So,
Well,
if that makes it a little bit more obvious, I guess I'm trying to skip the part where I ask you for money, but I'm trying to do my
how
best.
well dressed is he?
Baggy brownish pants, and I'm wearing a fairly nice looking, just kind of like gray, like vest, no shirt. I got my hair is kind of slicked back, kind of like
Gray vest, no shirt.
yeah.
So modern
like
day
the portrait.
Aladdin.
Shh.
Oh my.
No. Yes, but no.
But
Oof.
blue.
I win.
Blue. I am the genie and Aladdin. See, I'm
Halfway
the whole movie in
between.
one. Yeah, there you go.
Halfway between modern day
Oh, that's hot.
Aladdin.
That's hot.
Oh.
Genie
Looks through binoculars.
combo.
But nonetheless, I apologize for coming up to you so blatantly. I just don't want to waste my day having to run away from the innkeeper since I might owe him a little bit of money.
Okay. Where is the innkeeper, by the way?
But in the back, you can see that there's some bustling going on in the back room. You
Okay.
see,
I'll smile at Bo's head and just clap my hand on your shoulder and go, well, Bo, I'm about to go get a room. But if you'd like, just, if you want,
Yeah?
I'm just going to talk to the innkeeper. And by talking to the innkeeper, I'm going to make sure he is not looking in this general direction. I make hand motions at him. So, if I am being very loud and boisterous, maybe it might help. Right?
Whoa. Wait a second here.
My face
Uh-oh, the hippie.
slowly smirks up. Oh. I mean, don't stop yourself from living your life as loud as possible.
I mean, I can be a very loud person if I need to be. And I'm going to start
Okay.
walking my way over to the side.
Whoa, you
I'll
can't.
shake your hand and be like,
I'm-
nice to meet you, Bo.
Nice to meet you as well. I have some business to attend to. I will return to sell you some shoes
Well,
in a
this
second.
is a fine establishment we have here. My God, I haven't been in an inn like this in 6 days.
Guests! Welcome! Oh,
Chris, can I walk over to wherever he usually checks people in?
sure.
Cool. Can I look behind what I'm assuming is a desk of some kind? Casually?
As he's coming out,
Mm-hmm.
you can take a peek behind.
Yeah.
And you go, "Oh, can I help you?"
Yes, of course, my good sir.
Oh,
I am Theodore Cunningham, but you can call me Theo, because all my friends call me Theo, and I stick my hand out to him.
Oh, he shakes your hand. Nice to meet you.
And I'm assuming you're the purveyor of this wonderful establishment.
Yes, of course. It's been in my family for years.
Oh, that is a story
welcome,
I
welcome.
would love to hear. But I'm sure, as you know, as you probably know better than most, there's a festival about to go on inside. So
Absolutely, and you all need room.
Yes, we do. Now, me and the big man here,
Fantastic.
and I point to me and the big man here, and I look behind me. Me and the big black-haired guy here.
I'm gonna tap on Theo's leg.
Gonna need a room. Now, that being said, I just wanted to get a little talk here with you, here real close. And I'm gonna lean in and kind of bring him to leaning close to me, not looking in the direction of our buddy Bo said.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
He plays along.
Is there any kind of currency container near this table where I checked in yesterday?
Jesus Christ.
It's starting so early.
just helping a friend.
You do not see a currency container. You do see a handful of old ledgers,
Mm-hmm.
some writing supplies, sheets of paper. You find kind of a lost and found type bin.
Ooh, that's
There
something
are-
to sell.
A handful of shoes in there.
Oh,
That's
heck yes.
identifiable. Varying clothes, scarves.
Yep.
Little things.
I How much of that can I fit into my bag?
You can fit probably another pair of shoes.
Okay, so I've got two
And
pairs.
maybe
of
some
shoes.
scarves.
Okay, I will take
But-
as many scarves as you'll allow and the extra pair of shoes.
Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand.
I hope I roll a 1. Yay! Not.
Yay!
That's not the right thing. There you go. That's not amazing, but okay.
Could be worse.
So you managed to get one shoe out.
Yeah.
On the other shoe,
Mm-hmm.
he notices. Oh, excuse me. He turns to you, Theo. Are you missing something?
Is he talking to him, or I'm assuming he's talking to Bo?
I'm talking to Bo.
Well, I don't know how fast I can act on. Can I take my shoes off and hide them on the other side of the disc so that he can't see them?
No.
Damn it!
Darn.
I was hoping maybe I could just. slip
You
them off
can
real quick.
try, but no. He's looking.
He's gonna
directly
see me
at you right now.
fidgeting as I try to attempt that real quick. I go, oh no,
Oh,
Sir,
okay. Well, that's the lost and found.
but sir, isn't
Those things we bring?
But
them
wait,
to the
hold
front of
on.
the desk.
sir?
I mean,
Don't you know something about our esteemed friend here? I mean, he stayed at your establishment. I can't believe you didn't know that our friend was a cobbler. He is a man of many talents, but also can sell, can fix shoes. So let's talk here for.
Looking at shoes, I guess.
I mean, if they are lost and found, how long have those shoes been in there, sir?
Oh, about a day.
I mean, wouldn't you want a person who is able to repair and replenish shoes to not only fix them up so when a customer eventually does come back, they are in a better condition than they are left, and quite possibly could leave you, my sir, with a little bit of a reward for holding on to such wonderful paraphernalia as these shoes?
Well, it's not in the budget.
Mr. Bo said, I'm pretty sure would love to help you out by getting these shoes fixed up for you. Maybe at a discount for his room, perhaps. Whether, a little tit for tat, quid pro quo, or for services rendered.
Well, go ahead and give me a persuasion
I'm just over here, just got the big.
or a deception.
Oh, no, I am persuading the shit out of this guy.
I'm having flashbacks to a town
Okay, all right, you
and
got me
baked
there.
goods.
It'll be a night per pair of shoes, and that sounds fair.
See, Bo? There you go. You can stay the night and make sure the shoes get repaired. I think this is an absolute win.
That's my face. Yes.
As I hear the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme play in the background. Now, my wonderful sir, about me in the big guy's room here.
Yes.
How much
Tap
are we
on
looking?
Theo's leg again.
Yes?
I want to come. I want to stay.
You can stay. Am I paying for your room?
I can help.
I just turned and I looked at them. Okay. Excuse me, sir. How?
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 Oh.
I mean, we have a cobbler in our midst, a man of many talents and skills.
As I continue to put the shoes in my bag, I look back. What? Oh yeah.
Jesus
Do you need
Christ.
shoes fixed? I can help you too. You seem to have leathers. Why is
Oh,
I kind of like stop what I'm doing. I get
I'm a leather. I know how to work with leathers.
what? Are you injured?
What?
Why? What's up with? Hi, my name's Bo. Who are you? And why are you dressed like this?
Just look around a few times. What do you mean?
I'm sorry. I think I started off on the wrong foot. I take one step back and step forward with my left foot instead.
It's a very disconcerting for a cobbler.
Well, I mean, he doesn't want shoes. So I'm just, introductions and all that. My name's Bo, and you are again? I'm sorry.
I'm Bomblix.
Bomblicks. Well, it's nice to meet you, Bomblicks. You're a friend here. It's an outstanding gentleman. Okay. Well, I hope you all have a good day. And I I start walking off.
We'll hope to see you at the festival, Bo.
Wait, the other shoe.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes. I go back for the other shoe, and I kind of Tetris them on top of the other shoes I have in my bag. I look up. I do knit slightly. Do you have anything that needs to be knit or for fixed up patchwork? I see some scarves in here.
None of them look to be knitted.
I rip one. No, I'm joking.
Oh, look at this one.
That was crocheted, you uncultured swine.
No.
Nonetheless.
Of course, that does not happen.
Yes. I go, oh, very well. Okay. Well, again, thank you for your time, and I'll make sure to get these back to you by tonight. You'll definitely see me. I'm already set for the next day, correct?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Have fairly well.
Tonight, Bo. We will see you tonight. If not at the festival.
Night. Oh, most definitely. I will. Oh, you'll see me around.
Good.
Probably at the races. I hear that's probably a big event.
Oh.
You see me just kind of getting like little, like shifty eyed, just like, in the races. And I just kind of walk off.
So, rooms.
Yes, of course. And he pulls down some keys. It'll be 2 silver a night.
For 2 rooms or 1 room? Or a room?
Each room.
For each room. So, give me a second. And if we have the room, if we want to pay further, is it pay per night? We won't lose the room tomorrow. If, say, we want to stay again an additional night, or do we have to pay that up front?
You take priority, of course. Yes.
Wonderful. That's what I'd love to hear. And I will slide 4 silver across the table. And I will hand one of my keys to you, Bombix.
I'm gonna hand you like a fistful of copper, these copper coins. However, with a little bit of further inspection, you'll notice like half of them are like, copper gears and whatnot. They're not, they all look kind of the same, but they're not exactly.
But it's copper.
He's just yeah, it's copper.
I can use these as spell components. I say that in the back of my head. Well, thank you very much, Bombix. You've been very helpful. Zach, what's your character's name again?
Hobo the Bill.
Balgaros.
Mhm.
Balgaros.
Balgaros, do you mind spending staying in a room with our good friend Bombix?
No, that's fine for me.
Wonderful, great,
Yes.
good. Thank you,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alistair. Let's go put our stuff down
Yeah.
because we need to go out. I need a hat. I think they sell hats at festivals, right? Like big, wide brim hats. I need one.
Hats, masks, probably. Yeah.
Gonna start with the hat. See how I'm
All right, let's
feeling.
go.
Maybe mask. Don't know yet. Haven't
Mm.
decided. Definitely, I'm in a hat kind of mood. And this conversation goes on as I go upstairs to put stuff away
Yeah.
in my room.
I think I need a new cup. Get a new
I hear that
cup set.
wide brim hats are big these time of year. So basically, put my stuff down in my room, quarterstaff. Keep my
First thing you note,
Mhm.
there is one bed.
okay. Doesn't bother me.
It is a small bed.
Still doesn't
It does
bother
not
me.
look like it will fit either of you.
Will it fit me? I feel like I'll stick off.
Your
of the
feet
bed.
will definitely hang off the end.
Yeah, I'll sleep on the floor.
It is made for one person.
It's fine.
Alrighty.
I didn't ask the questions. I just got a room. And I just know I'm paying for the room. So,
Well, I don't mind sleeping on the floor either, so it's fine.
it's all right. You can have the bedding for my sleeping rolls and stuff.
Yeah. That's good.
It's good.
So hat, let's go.
Yep. I'll put myself, lock the door,
Yes.
make a note of what room I'm in, and make a note of everything that was in my pack as well. And I'm carrying all my money on me. Just to be, my money, my spell components, and my spell book are with me. Everything else is in the room.
Alrighty.
And I'll head into town.
Excellent.
Also heading with him. I'll have my axe with me though, on my back.
Alright, sounds
and
good.
my money.
So, you two head into town.
That's
Bomblix and oh goodness, this is gonna be hard.
There's a lot of B names.
Balgaros,
You can just call me Ball.
the Dark Lord Ball,
Mhm.
Ball and Bomb,
I'm gonna follow through.
Bumble, if you will.
Mm.
Ball.
Bubble.
Are you guys heading up to the room that you have been provided a key to, or are you pausing a moment before doing so?
Yeah, we'll go up.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going up. I don't know about you.
All right.
I'll follow you.
So you
Alright.
guys head up at the same
You
time. as
said
the
your
other two.
backpack's bigger than you, or
It's like the size of my body. It is pretty large.
I'm just gonna constantly think, what the hell's in there?
Also, like every time I walk, like everything's rattling, my shoes are squeaking, like I'm a very loud
So
person.
noisy.
If I ever had to do a sneak check, I should automatically fail. That's how bad it is.
Oh,
Just setting you guys up. Yeah, so yeah, no, he
you
is
could really
the
use that
noisiest-
cobbler right about now.
But yeah, no, on the back, like things are hanging off the back. It isn't just a pack. There's things literally tied to this. So there's pots and pans, there's tools, there's a little long sword in the back of it.
Every so often you'll see me flinch trying to catch something that I think's gonna fall.
Yeah, everything should fall off, but somehow it doesn't.
Like, watch out! Oh god.
And even when he walks, like the little front bulge on it, like his mask just kind of bounces around. Like he is like everything about him should just fall apart, but he somehow keeps together.
All right.
And
So
also,
you had a same
sorry.
problem.
I was gonna say, you probably noticed like if he stood up straight, he'd be around 4 foot or something, but he is slouched over extremely. So he's like 3.5, a little bit under at this rate. All right, we're good now.
All right. So yeah, same problem. One bed does not look like it's made for either of you.
This bed's way too big for me.
This bed's way too small for him.
Well, my little friend, you can take the bed. I won't fit.
Oh. He will go up, throw his bag down, and use that as like a little ladder to get onto the bed. Gotta love a step stool.
Clangs and clutters as you make your way up.
Bounce on the bed a few times. All right, time to go. I'll just climb back down, pick up the pack.
The bed itself is not very springy. It is fluffy, but not springy.
I'm about to say stiff bed. Yikes! Your back
It's
is
just
gonna
not a
fucking
spring bed.
die.
That'd be unfortunate.
You underestimate Bomblets. He usually just falls asleep, just falling backwards onto his pack and falling asleep.
Oof.
He does not know luxury.
All right.
So,
all right,
guys
it's
look
so
time to go.
Bomblex, where should we head off to? Where should we start this festival day?
You hear down the stairwell. So hat, the really large hat. Like I'm thinking with like a V cut.
You gotta find the free samples.
Free.
How do you feel about attachments?
All the vendors are gonna have free samples, and the best thing you do is to sample every single vendor, because then you get a full meal out of it.
I've never seen someone give out free samples.
You gotta ask a little thing before you buy them, and they usually give you something. A taster.
Oh, so you're gonna buy everything at the table?
No, I'm just gonna ask for I'm gonna ask for a sample first, and they're gonna give it to me, and I'm just gonna walk away.
Oh. Ah.
And thus begins the corruption of Zach's character.
Anyways, we gotta go before all the food's gone, and then there's nothing but dried up, prunes, because that turns into raisins, and that's disgusting.
I don't think that's how it works.
I'll just give him a look and then just continue on.
I don't. Okay, I catch up to him in 2 strides.
Yep, because I am slow in walking speed.
All right. Silith, you do note that crowds slowly start forming and people kind of trickle in. The streets stop being just for the workers and those who live there, and varying people start kind of gathering. You see friends meeting up from distant villages, people lining up. You find a couple of sports teams, lined up against each other. You can tell the rivalry between them, and they all kind of are joking back and forth amongst themselves to each other. Very friendly, like.
I know this sport. Is it rack talk?
You can't talk about rag talk like that.
You do note that there's a handful of people coming in from the main gates as well. A handful, just waves of people at a time. You do note about 5 notable figures coming through. Well, I'm sorry, 4 notable figures.
Okay. Well, she probably would have found like a sitting. I'm assuming they're sitting areas, like set up.
Yeah.
Sitting area.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
So she'd probably find like a sitting area where there's like basically no one there, and kind of like just sitting and like slowly but surely feeding her friend with her and kind of talking to it and like kind of subtly talking to it occasionally. And just like looking around mostly. Just kind of like eyeing everyone. Not really like, not with any intentions, but just like kind of eyeing the crowd, seeing where like the most amount of people are like gathering, like what seems to be like the most popular part of this whole festival thing.
Oh, yeah, you just kind of people watching at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. And so, thing that seems to keep coming to your mind as you're talking and or not talking as the other 2 people passing by are talking is hats. They're talking about hats.
Like, it needs to match the outfit. So I'm thinking like maybe an accent, maybe like a feather, a giant feather.
I'll be eyeing them rather curiously because of all the conversations I've been hearing or overhearing, that was not the one I was expecting to hear. So I'll just like kind of watch them for a few seconds longer than I normally would for anyone else, and just kind of just after a while, like they pass and like disappear down the street or something like that. Still talking about hats, and I'm just like, whatever. It's odd, but nothing like
a small hat for you would be good, but I'm like big wide brim, kind of like heart shaped, comes to a point at the front. Yeah, that kind of a hat.
Yeah, no, that's really all for that.
I don't see anybody wearing.
If anyone else like comes by and it's like a different conversation,
I like starting trends.
Intrigued, so to speak.
Not far behind them is probably the most interesting sight you've seen. You usually don't see furbolgs this far north.
No.
There were a couple in the guild, but not many this far north. Especially none traveling with a pile of garbage? Question mark.
that is my imagination because like my eye line is just watching the furbolgs. I'm like, oh, that's unique, and I'm just seeing this mountain of, I'm assuming like a small like leathery kind of mountain with a lot of clanking and just hanging off pods, and I'm like, is that magic?
And he's just going off about free samples.
Just the briefest moment, because like I'm almost certain that she's like not paying attention enough beyond the aspect of where the Forborg is, and like looking down, and then like slowly my eyes will drift down and like to like, where is that voice coming? Is that pact enchanted or something? Like, why is it talking? And I'm assuming eventually I'll like look down enough to see the extreme hunched over dwarf. It's like, it makes sense now. Okay, that's why.
Hard to tell exactly what it is, but
but I can tell it's a figure basically.
Yeah,
some type of person holding it. It's like interesting. Very, very interesting. Does anything fall off his path as he's like walking? I'm assuming not, but
surprisingly, through some miracle, it all remains attached, though you're not exactly certain how.
Interesting.
As far as you're concerned, the ties on the pottery are not attached to anything, and yet still they hold fast.
Mm.
Hmm.
I look down at my friend. You're seeing this too, right? I'm not just okay. Well, I mean, we've seen some odd things traveling around. This isn't something different, I guess.
He actually is looking ready to sniff, to smell,
You
to get that
really,
scent.
you really probably shouldn't. I mean, we don't even know that. Not really. I know he probably has a lot of things, but we don't know what he can have.
Raises his nose to the air, not approaching, but trying to smell from a distance.
Mm. Oh,
Half heating you.
Haha,
mm.
my anti-sniffer agent is working.
half heating me in the sense of I smell something odd or I smell something.
He's still trying to smell, but he's not
Mm.
approaching to do it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Don't.
I'll be watching them a little bit more closely as they're like walking. I'm assuming they're not walking overly fast.
Nah, leisurely pace.
Leisurely
Well,
pace, okay.
One footstep for Zach is like 5 footsteps of one person.
True.
10 footsteps for me as I'm like
Zach is walking
Quick.
extra slow as you just hear click, 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 click. Trying to
Interesting.
scurry and keep up.
That is quite. It's quite a unique sight. I'm wondering what their relationship is. Seems very
Lovers.
Oh, new ship.
I was not expecting that. I'll say that.
It's a new ship,
But
baby.
sorry. I just had to-
that was
Yes.
perfectly timed. Though.
That
Perfectly
is an
timed.
excellent hat.
But I'll look down at Akul and I was like, well, just let me know if you smell anything odd in particular. I would rather us hopefully be able to stay here for a little bit longer. The guild will be useful enough, but if we run into anything poor of a situation, just let me know and we can leave as soon as we can. And I just kind of like a little bit more cautiously eyeing the Forborg and the mountain of trash that is moving and whatever figure is underneath
mountain
it.
is a little I'm like a small hill.
Trash bag.
The small hill of trash that is
There we go.
Yeah.
waddling its way around.
Just no qualms to being called trash.
It was just the
Just
amount.
the size.
It's the volume.
Yeah.
Look, I
day-
don't want to
one-
over exaggerate how much trash he is.
One day I'll be like Death Stranding, dude, and carry thousands of boxes on my back. But
Yeah.
today's not the day.
Not today.
The word dragon horde comes to mind.
All right.
Yeah, and
And Miguel,
feed
you also-
the piece that I give to I purchased to Akul so he can eat since I already kind of ate a little bit myself.
Yeah. Bo, you also hear this conversation as you kind of are looking out over the
Like
region.
a black hat, but it can fold up on one side.
What color accent you going for?
I mean, what goes best with black? More black.
Yeah, true. You're not wrong.
just like feather, kind of like down
Has
the
some
side.
black shoes. No, I'm joking.
And then maybe like a little cape thing. I do like that, like kind of like little half cape.
Yeah.
You know, they were big back in court, like the half
Mhm.
capes.
It was some of them look like idiots.
But
You gotta go for the right kind.
I know, but that's the thing. Like, we're not there anymore, so we don't have to be as ostentatious as those guys. I mean,
Thank God.
the colors were blue and purple this year. Who wants to freaking like blue and purple?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any
Choices,
sense.
people.
It's
I'm
just
just glad we don't have to deal
noble
with
people
it.
could be dumb sometimes.
Yep.
but hats. Nobody wore hats.
Yeah, that was a common theme. There were no hats.
Yeah, I mean, you could have a good. You look good in a hat.
Excuse me.
I don't know about a big
Maybe
hat. Maybe a
I'll-
smaller hat.
Yeah, I'll look at hats while we're there.
Yeah, great.
See if I find something.
I'm completely oblivious. Yeah, to anybody else walking around.
Hmm.
Just a hat conversation. So 2 people walking through the mall talking about hats, looking for the lid store.
No. Well, I thought all the malls were closed.
Brothers.
Maybe we'll hit the Nathans on the way.
Mm.
Maybe get some soft pretzels.
What about Auntie Anne's?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
looking for some pretzels.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe get some soft serve.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Is there an Orange Julius? Get some smoothies.
So, a little bit of poking around. You guys do a little bit of your shopping. There are definitely hats and capes.
Yes.
Most of them are not black, but there are a few.
Okay.
Hey, we can always dye it.
Does anything match my aesthetic?
Of course.
Oh, then I will get that hat.
All right.
You know, the reasonable. You know, I posted a picture. Whatever design. If it looks like that
Yeah.
design,
Yeah. That'll cost 1 silver.
I will gladly pay it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll actually be,
What
I'll
I
be
go
right back,
for.
guys. I'll be right back.
Maybe like a
Sounds good.
fedora.
I was half expecting to get a bowler hat.
Actually, this is a perfect time for everyone to take a quick break.
Okay. Standing break it is.
Hydrate. Enjoy. Grab a snack. And we will
Mm.
be back in 5.
Sure.
Hmm.
5 minutes sounds good.
So let me look at some hats here while we're taking this break. Let's see.
against all evil.
And the streets are filled with people. Everyone kind of hushes. In the town center, there's kind of this cleared out pathway as the nobleman who is supporting this whole endeavor walks out. He's a shorter fellow, human, with a brown beard that kind of edges in a little bit at his cheeks. Thin eyebrows and dark, slightly set back eyes. He approaches a podium, kind of set up in the middle, steps up, and announces to all, welcome everybody to the magnificent Briarville Festival. There is drink, there is food, there is plenty. Indulge. Everybody have fun. And remember, tomorrow we begin a scavenger hunt. He's waving his hands in the air. He's being all flamboyant and showy. Make sure you find a group of 6 people. And then you can all group up.
Wait, what?
A very oddly specific number, I know. But you know how these things go.
Oh, I know. See, he doesn't know why, because that's how many heroes there were when the tower, and I explained to go into a history rant.
Yeah.
6 is a holy number for Tyr.
You get a handful of people who are actually listening in and be like, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Hang on. Let's actually.
Are you gonna?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. History the shit out of that.
You list off like a couple other holy numbers that are kind of like functional. 2 is like a cursed number.
3 is super dangerous.
2 may be a
Very
company,
killing.
but 3 is a crowd. And 4, now you're just having fun. Wait,
Now you're just showing off.
now you're just showing up.
I can't find my pencil.
Alistair, you know what this means, right?
Yeah,
We know at least 3 other people.
that's true. We do. We just need to find one more.
We know that sneaky dude. He's probably good at finding stuff. I
Yeah,
mean,
probably.
look at these gears the other guy gave me. And the
Oh,
Furbug's
shit,
just a
he's
nice
got-
guy. I just want to hang out with him more.
Yeah, he seems chill.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's scavenger hunt. This is what I came here for. Scavenger hunt. I got my hat. Now I'm going to go on scavenger hunt.
I'm gonna
God, I
look
feel like I'm a
around
kid again. This is great.
and see if,
I
can
love
see Bo
festivals.
anyway.
Until then, everybody, go enjoy.
This
And
is
he
great.
he picks up like a kind of medium-sized bell. It's a lot higher pitched, and he just kind of like swings it back and forth as the bells ring. The big bells in the watchtowers all ring as well. Every bell is ringing.
This is what it's like in festival days for peasants. He whispers. He whispered that to Alistair.
Alistair's dying. Alistair's listening.
And
Let's go find
let's
some
get a
meat
round
on
of perception checks on him real quick.
Meat on
Perception.
sticks.
I'm sorry, what?
Perception checks.
Oh,
Also meats
God.
on sticks, but perception checks first.
I do not do that. I want meats on
That's
sticks.
fair.
Oh,
You also want meats on
the
sticks.
first one! It's
Oh,
the first one in the campaign! Hey!
Between
Where's my
the
character?
enticement of meats on sticks and also the fact that
Wait,
you're
are
a
we
peasant
all
festival.
rolling perception?
Yes. Yeah.
Oops, I didn't turn that off.
where's my perception?
No, that's fine.
Hold on.
That's
I like how
that is more than okay.
I keep rolling 2. and I don't know how or why.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
All right. Bomblix and Bosed.
Mhm.
You two note that his face is
We
not
have
a
to do
joyous
really well or
face.
Mhm.
He's not excited anymore now that he's finished his whole thing and everyone's kind of scattering. He's not like super bright and smiley.
Scavenger hunt. Meats on sticks.
Does he look like upset or does he look sad?
Concerned.
Concerned. Okay. Well, that's weird.
Excuse me.
I guess I'll. Curious as to what's going on. I'm always looking for opportunities. Maybe this means he needs something or whatnot. Maybe there's trouble afoot. I don't know. Money is money. He probably got something for me to do.
He ends up making his way
Yeah.
up the clearing back towards the manor. He doesn't seem to be sticking around very long.
Oh yeah, he's that guy.
Yep.
I before he gets too close to his place, I kind of like casually but briskly kind of make my way through the crowd, close to him,
Okay,
and
that's
then
how I just came back.
I bump into him, but like purposefully, but not too obviously.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, sorry. And I kind of look at him, and I kind of act as though I'm kind of like, you were just giving that speech a second ago, right?
Yes, Baron Edward Bonascorso.
That's a very nice name. My name's Bo. Bo said, I came to, check out your town's festival and whatnot. Heard big things about it. Your face doesn't look all too happy, or I guess you're something the matter.
Oh, well, I mean, it is a festival. Everything has its ups and downs, and it's a lot of hard work. I'm just hoping that everything goes well.
I see. Would you perchance need any help? I'm looking for work.
I mean, you'll have to ask each different station. They all kind of run themselves. I kind of handle the rest of it.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You handle the whole thing by yourself?
No, never mind.
Okay.
People to ask would be over in by the merchants district or the quartermaster on the docks. Enjoy the festival. He turns and makes his way. He does give you kind of like a half-hearted, tired smile, but he makes his leave.
Okay. I try. And I turn around and head towards the races that I was interested in yesterday, I guess.
Alrighty. So, I suppose you all head your different ways.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get meats on sticks, and then we need to find the other people, Alistair.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Yeah.
I want to go on a scavenger hunt. I know you want to go on a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, seems fun. I think we should go.
It's
Let's,
gonna be a blast.
The poor.
I'm gonna go to the meat stick vendor and get my samples.
Okay.
I imagine you
I
say
don't
that
think
like
they just hand out
slowly.
free samples. I don't understand the concept of this. Because if everyone asked for free samples, they'd have nothing to sell.
So you all approach, or the majority of you approach the meat stick vendor. And it's a kind of older, balding fellow. He's smile, plump, and
Good.
welcoming.
I don't want to buy my food from a skinny meat stick vendor. I want to
Right,
buy
hold
my
on,
my
hold on.
food from a plump, happy meat stick vendor.
Question.
exactly.
Mm.
I was eating. I just want to make sure that I caught everything.
Mhm.
When we restarted, the town thing started. He made an announcement.
Yeah.
And then why are we going to this meat stick vendor?
Because
Because people in this world need to eat once in a while,
'Cause some
sir.
people
no,
had
I
terrible
wasn't sure
perceptions.
it was like part of the.
Yeah, no, there's no
scavenger.
plot like anything.
Okay.
Some people had some terrible perception rolls.
I-
It's the
so
golden.
it's-
Well, actually, yeah, no,
It's
I
the
got a good
playoff.
perception.
If I'm not
I just didn't
mistaken-
care.
If I'm not mistaken, the ceremony happened at roughly midday, right?
yeah, it's
Yes.
lunchtime, man.
Which means we
It's
haven't
noon.
eaten since early on when we got into town, which means we're probably hungry, which means meat sticks.
Yes. Okay. And then
Mm.
tomorrow the thing starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow is the
Okay.
scavenger hunt.
Okay, we're good.
I
Continue.
heard
Meat-
salamander hunt.
We're doing the salamander hunt. Yep.
Yeah.
That could be an item.
I like kind of like slap I slap Alistair like roughly in the shoulder. They are.
Oh, hey.
Play
Hey,
cool, play
guys!
cool.
Play cool. No, I just walk right up to the guys. Bombix! And Zach,
Yes.
I can't. Your character's name is not on anywhere, Zach. I guess I have nothing to reference.
Wait, how'd you put it on this thing down there?
Bulgaros.
The
chat at
little
the
gear
bottom.
icon.
If you go into the gear icon, you do display name. You can change it.
Wait, no, he's there.
He's there as Zach.
When he rolls.
No, I
When-
see
just
Bomblik's
when he
flame
rolls.
finger.
All right, hold on.
That.
They once called
Okay,
me the
there you
name of
go.
Balgaros.
Balgaros, Bombix.
Hello, Theo.
Good
Hey,
to see you
guys.
both.
Are you here for your free sample?
I'm here.
don't-
Free samples? I look at
Yeah.
the vendor.
Oh yes, of course. We got new recipes, and he hands
Ooh.
out like a toothpick with like a single like little tiny square, no
This.
more than a thumbnail size.
Oh.
Okay. I will try it daintily.
It
You
is delicious, the smoky flavor.
I'll take 2. How many do you
Alright.
want, Alistair?
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Bomb is gonna take his single sample and unscrew a little like screw cap on his mouthpiece and just stick the whole like meat stick in and just close it back up.
All you see are teeth on the other side.
What?
And it's kind of shocking. It looks like teeth from like the big sandworm from Dune.
Oh no!
Lamprey shape.
Oh, gee.
Praise be to Shai Hulud, who comes and washes away. She is the maker. She has come.
Wait, what about the stick that you? Okay.
Don't worry about it. Sinead.
You see her grinding on the other side.
Yeah, you don't know if you hear grinding, but he is kind of moving around, so there's a bunch of clinking clanking as he's happy. So, but you probably hear
Like-
some grinding as well.
All right.
Oh, so he eats samples because people that size don't need to eat as much.
Wait. Let me, Theo. Let me buy these. You bought the room.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So, Bombix, Balgaros, scavenger
Yes.
hunt tomorrow. Team of 6. There's 2 of us, 2 of you. That makes 4,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We just need
So-
2 more people.
We know one more.
We know one more guy. Bo said owes me a favor.
You mean the cobbler that's a fake?
Yes, he owes me a favor.
Not so honest, Blue
But-
Man.
But having a guy who's not so honest is really good for a scavenger hunt.
I'm going to,
Hmm.
I guess, perception. See if I can see if Mike's nearby anyway. Wait, hold on.
As
Yeah.
you're turning to do so,
That's
Is that gonna
rough.
keep doing that? Okay. Sorry, I just
No.
wanted to test.
No, it's just you, Heather.
Um,
You're just
Oh,
just-
another
It didn't register. Oh my god.
So you end up turning to look around, and you stumble a bit and bump into someone. The dog
Hey, watch it.
it's barking.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
As me being really tall. How tall are you?
I'm like only like 5'4", maybe like my height basically.
Oh, shimmy
Small.
size
Yeah. No, she's
ASMR.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Cool. Stop.
Is that a
Oh.
dog I hear? I like look around for these like
From around the corner from the rates, it's just, is that a dog?
well, I'm standing right next to him. To Alistair.
Yeah, that's true. You were saying.
I just stopped for a second.
Oh, I thought that was Mike saying that.
No, that was me.
No.
Is that a dog? Just Mike, a dog? No, it's the
zeros in.
dogs. Hi,
yes.
my name is Theodore Cummingham, but my friends call me Theo, so you can call me Theo. And I take my hand and stick it out.
I look at your hand and look. Basically, I'm like slowly absorbing all the. So I see you, and look.
You're only absorbing the smell of my trash.
It must be pretty strong since we're near a meat buffet.
True.
This meat buffet.
But I'm like absorbing everything, and I see a phobog again. That's like, oh, maybe they're all together, and like this is like happening in like all in like a few seconds, and then I'm like, oh yes, and I raise up my hand and I shake your hand like, I'm Silith. Nice to meet you.
Silith, that is a wonderful name. Silith, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What do you think of scavenger hunts?
Scavenger hunt?
Yes, as in like finding things.
Finding things is okay.
Great. Because
It's okay.
you know what is a lot more fun? Scavenger hunts. It's like finding things on steroids. And what's even better about this is that we can
What
all
are
be a part of one tomorrow.
steroids?
Yeah, what is steroids?
Drugs.
Drugs.
Oh,
Enhancements.
I
Okay.
offer Doggo some of my.
Drugs.
Just right to it.
Doggo does not.
But we're
even
not finding
look at
drugs.
you.
We're finding whatever it is they want us to find because tomorrow it
Uh-huh.
sounds amazing. And you want to know what? I have a team of 4 already. Me, the 2 big guys, and
Wait.
that one right over there.
I can't.
So,
Uh-huh.
I just noticed something. You bring a certain set of skills that I know that we lack.
Oh.
Yes.
And
Being oblivious.
I'm quite.
And I was wondering if you would join our
Slightly
team.
Oh. Sure.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's gonna be a ton of fun.
And I'm like kind of looking down at my friend with me, and I can tell Aku's kind of pissed, but not overly pissed. But like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, just go with it. Just go with it, okay? And I'm like, sure.
Are you
of
talking
course.
to your dog?
He's
Hey,
not a dog.
Bombix, you've seen me talk to my mouse. It's not weird.
Well, that's true, but I won't. But I can ride this thing.
I'll
I wouldn't.
I-
stick my hand out and I'll say, Alistair, nice to meet you. Sorry about bumping into you.
Oh, it's all right. Nice to meet you. So you all know each other?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We all came into
Well,
town
I-
together and rode in the same caravan.
Yes.
Oh, I see you're all travelers. Okay, all right.
That's
Hi,
exactly.
I'm Belgeros.
Oh,
Hi.
you're very tall.
Thank you.
You was a lot more taller than I first expected. Oh, wait. And I'm looking now at what is she?
Bomblix.
Bomblix, and I'm like, oh, you're a dwarf. Honestly, when I saw you two walking before, and I thought that pack was enchanted or something. I thought it was just moving on its own.
Oof.
Huh. Neat.
It's just
No,
you're
he
so
just
bent over that the pack
just collects everything he sees.
you should probably straighten your back a little bit. It must be hurting you.
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
My arms will hang down a little bit, just dangle while looking at you.
Oh,
He can't use his arms anymore.
I've disabled
I'm
them.
I'm going to kneel down and reach, kind of like do that kind of thing where you want to reach out to like have a dog smell your hand
Hmm.
and be like, "And who's this?"
Where you
I'm gonna
pull all your
headbutt
fingers
his hand.
outwards so they can.
oh, this
Like a billy goat.
Someone's jealous.
Bumblix headbutt your hand.
I headbutt it with the squishy part of my mask.
Ooh.
you headbutt my
Oh.
friend.
It's
No, I guess no. Yes, but's my hand.
Just knocks your
Oh,
dog
okay.
out by
Yeah.
headbutting it.
Knocks Doggo.
fucking
Doggo,
roll non-lethal damage.
Doggo rips
No, you
mask
roll
off.
lethal damage. Killer familiar.
No.
Oh, well, to answer your question, Theo, this is a cool.
Cool.
He's not necessarily always friendly at times.
That's, and I move my hand back after being headbutted by Bombix. I understand. Well then, a cool. And then I will take one of the meat sticks that I had and I'll give it to you
Mhm.
if
I
he
take it.
wants it.
Well, I actually did just give him some, but I will hold on to it and I will give it to him later.
Sounds like a plan. So we are
He
staying.
looks at you and protest, clearly wanting to snack.
No, you already ate.
Mm.
Grr.
So, this. You said it was a. We're finding something?
Scavenger hunt.
Uh huh.
Apparently, it's
Do we know what we're finding?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe we
alright.
should go get a list.
And I was getting a team of 6 first. I figure get the team together
Ah,
and then
yes.
figure out, because we have to. I guess we have to sign up or something. I don't know how this works, but I just want to do it. So
So wait, who's our? Oh wait, 5, and then. Oh,
Bo said
you blue man.
yes.
Wait a minute.
Sounds
Wait a
so
minute.
happy.
I'm sorry. You said blue man.
Bo said yes.
Blue man.
Let me ask. Is blue man vest, no shirt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you know him.
Surly
Puffy
demeanor.
pants? Yeah.
Uh,
Oh no. Oh no, he's not very honest, is he?
am I back now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
that was weird. So you know.
I haven't met him.
Yeah, he's.
He's a man of many talents, and apparently he's a cobbler.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure. Oh,
Wait, so how do you know Bo said?
I don't know him particularly. I didn't even know his name until now.
Oh.
I just
Oops.
met him on the ride over.
Wow, you just
Briefly.
kept asking for money, didn't even introduce yourself.
It wasn't important information at the time, okay?
I met him on the ride over. He was illuminating.
Sounds like the kind of person we want to help us find stuff.
Okay.
If anything, he seems like he's very good at procuring items, and that's the kind of person we need.
Uh-huh. You can see you can practically see the gears turning in her head as she takes in that information, just like, I see what's happening here. Slowly but surely. She's like, okay, all right, sure.
It's a
Do
day
you
of...
know where he is?
I look around. I take out my gun.
There you go.
No idea. But he shouldn't be hard to find.
Yes, being blue would make it quite easy to find.
But anyways, we're going to be staying at the Seven Crosses Inn. Our room is number, and I look at the number on my key, 12.
Okay.
So, if you want to spend the rest of the day with us, we'd be happy to have your company, you and Akuls. If not, I completely understand. I can send you on your way with your good wishes, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning. I'm going to just remember your name and Akuls, just so that if we need to sign up, we'll take care of all that. Any interest fee, my pleasure.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Sure. Sounds like an idea.
Stick my hand out. Sounds like an accord.
And
Headbutt
I
hand.
will.
No.
You're too short.
I will shake hands with this very strange human that I have met for the very first time.
Wait, if you're gonna go your separate ways right now, we need to know where we're gonna meet up tomorrow.
I told her my room at the Seven Crosses Inn.
So we're gonna wait at your room?
Well, if we all split
Probably
up,
like in a lobby area.
we're at the inn, so she can come and meet us at the inn.
Well, yes,
Tomorrow
it's
morning.
just gonna be very busy tomorrow, I'm assuming. Festival started.
But yeah, but that's when the thing is tomorrow. Scavenger hunt's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just giving her information in case we all get, if she doesn't, I don't know where she's staying. I'm not presuming she's going to stay at the inn with us. If she's made her own accommodations.
She might live here.
She might.
Whoops.
Do you live here?
No.
Oh.
Well, I'm not
Another
from
traveler.
here, so to speak. Yes. Have you all traveled far?
Yes.
Yes.
Very
Oh.
far.
Yeah.
I see. I looked at you and I'm like, well, I do know that Phobos in particular, I haven't seen many of your people around here, so I was actually quite interested.
Ooh,
in
your
that.
people.
Oof.
Ooh.
Those words.
Bombix, you don't have the right frame to talk. You were trying to headbutt people. That's not how we do things here.
No.
You know they're furbolgs.
Not personally, no, but I've seen a few.
I just smile.
So, do you guys have any particular plans?
Well,
No, I guess
first
we can,
plan 1 was to buy a hat. Nailed it. 10 out of 10.
Yep.
Second plan was to get
you
meat on
bought that hat,
sticks.
okay.
Yes. Got that. Nailed it. Next plan was to find 6 people for scavenger hunt. We've got 5. With Bo said 6. And then try to figure out how to sign up for the scavenger hunt. And then once that's done, I don't know.
I see.
It's a festival. I'm making this up as I go along. It's great.
I quite understand. So, well, I guess we have to find this Boset.
Yes.
Correct. Well,
Meanwhile, with Bosed,
Hi, I'm Bo Said, and I'm here to tell you I have a gambling addiction.
Hi, Bo said.
there is a hotline for people who do need help. This is a public service announcement. So you went down to the races. The races appear to be varying animals, parents and kids.
Knock off the
Three-legged
smallest
race.
child. No,
Oof. Damn.
it's my race, kid. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Just all sorts of oddball things.
Cool.
Most of it seems to be sign up. You can see some of the varying folk from around town taking small bets. Nothing has breached a golden worth.
Oh. I look disappointed. But I still can't miss an opportunity. I walk over to the nearest animal race looking place where people are kind of discussing their bets.
Yep.
What animals do I approach in regards to
there
this
is
race?
a ring and a large ring,
Okay.
and a smaller ring in the center.
Okay.
About 2 feet away from the edge is a third ring painted in red on a wooden platform.
Hmm.
There is a sailor standing in the middle, and there are several turtles.
Oh, this
In the
is the
center
most
ring.
important race. Okay. Which one of them? Okay, first, Croft. Are there any spotted turtles?
There is one spotted turtle.
Okay, I bet on that one.
All right.
I tell the man in the middle, if he's taking the bets, I was like, I'll put 2 copper on this turtle to win the race.
Sounds good.
Okay, and I hand him my 2 copper.
You hand him your 2 copper.
Yep.
There's a little bit of a show, a little bit of a backstory. You learn a couple names of the turtles. Only 2 really stick out.
Mhm.
There's one kind of bigger, slightly bigger turtle, Engelbert Lump,
Mhm.
and then a tiny spotted turtle, Engelbert Dump.
Oh yes, this is. Come on, Dump. I've got it on you.
The
Don't
fastest
dump.
little turtle. He's got stars in his eyes. The man turns him around to actually face the crowd. He's got stars in his eyes, and he's looking for first place. Puts the turtles back and
He's gonna
lines
win.
them all up in that inner ring, and then he releases it. And nothing happens for the first moment.
Mhm. Oh,
Everyone chuckles and laughs, and the turtles start kind of slowly spreading away from each other.
Mhm.
And then suddenly Engelbert Lump starts moving a little faster. A little
My
bit
eyes
faster.
widen.
He's moving towards the edge. Engelbert Dump, though,
Mhm.
starts scurrying as fast as he can. There's one
Go,
big
Dump,
tortoise
go!
just moving
I'm shouting.
so slow. But he's big, and he might reach the edge first from sheer size.
Oof.
And there's another turtle that actually isn't moving at all and it looks like he's gone to sleep.
Good.
Oh dear.
He's
That one
he's
less
destined
combination.
to
turtle soup, I see.
Dark past, dark future.
It looks like Engelbert Lump is just about to cross the finish line when he stops, slows down, picks his little head up into the air, and turns and goes along the edge. Engelbert Dump scurries, and he scoots into a little tiny pool that was hidden sight.
No,
Through the
no, you
little,
turtle.
little line.
Dump.
Engelbert Dump has won the race.
Yes. I almost punched someone in the face with excitement. Like I go, yeah, and I real loud, my inner excitement bursts forth. I almost punched the nearest person, even if it is a child.
Oh
Oh
god.
no.
Hold on, wait.
Oh boy.
Let me just. Here you go. No, I did not punch a small child. Hopefully.
You nearly punched some small kid who's right in front of you, watching, laughing. He feels the wind on the back of his head, and you're just like, yeah, like air punching, and he's just like, oh. He turns back around as he realizes you're, actually conscious of where you're punching, kind of.
Yeah.
More so, just lucky.
Yep. I got a 9, man. My cards don't lie.
The guy who's taking the bets hands you back 8 copper.
Oh, sick. I should have made more bet. Huh.
Yeah, it was a fun one. It's a classic turtle racing.
Oh, perfect. Alright, well, I thank the man for the gold. Or, for the copper.
Yeah.
And then I say, I wish you the best of your days. And I walk on.
You too.
really ominous.
Off in the distance, you can kind of see
next day,
that
poisoned
Furble
him.
you met a little earlier. He's kind of peering around. Everyone's kind of peering around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
do I see
so you can recognize.
Shanice's character?
Hard to say. No, you do not.
Okay.
But
Oh, it's that guy from before.
and Zach.
Yeah.
In the whole spiel of everyone saying, you do spot Bo said out of the corner of your eye.
From above everyone.
Yeah.
You see me looking around. It seems like I'm looking for someone.
Oh, hey, Bo.
Hmm?
Bo said
Who's calling?
over here. I'm
I look
waving,
over.
so
I
it's
look
like-
over the crowd. I can see your head way above everyone else's. Oh, okay. I walk over. What does he want? So I get up to you. What's up?
Hey, Theo wanted to ask, is Theo still
Who?
around?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys
I'm
are all still together.
Hey, Theo wanted to ask if you wanted to do the scavenger hunt with us.
Are you like pointing to him as Theo? Because if not, I still go. Who?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Then,
have
like,
I have a big hat now.
Nice hat.
Thanks, Bo said. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
You don't need to say my full name. You can just call me Bo.
Bo, got
Bo
it.
said what?
Wow! The joke that never gets old.
Oof.
But nonetheless, I digress. What's good?
Scavenger hunt.
Yeah, the guy was talking about that earlier, right?
Right. We need a team of 6.
Oh, you're looking.
I got 5 people.
Oh. Do you know? Did he say what the reward was for that?
No.
Does it matter? It's a scavenger hunt.
I mean, a little, but I can get into festivities of it. I guess I'm
It's
not
a
really doing too much.
Festival.
I mean, I got some money today. So
Good.
good. Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
you have
So-
some money to pay for your own.
What's that?
Huh? What?
Excuse me, sir. I paid for my room.
Did you? I was whispering that under my breath. Did you hear it?
I don't know. Did I hear it?
Oh no, do a perception test.
That's what I'm about to do.
asshole.
I'm rolling.
Perception.
Oh fuck,
Roll-
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
I'm gonna say when I'm taking that first number, and I say what? I don't actually hear what you said.
Oh, you got a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nothing.
What'd you say? I
What did
mean,
you
like
call me?
that sincerely, not like I didn't. You said something.
I do that finger. I do the finger in the ear, like clear my ear out. Like, I'm sorry. Were you talking to me?
No.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. But yeah, you were saying something about scavenger hunt.
Yeah. We got
Alright.
with you. We have a team of 6.
Yeah, no. You've said this already. I mean, I'm up for it. I mean, I'm already here in town.
Great.
I'm already having a.
That's awesome.
So
I'm gonna go
when
take.
you.
We'll meet tomorrow at the inn.
Okay. Wait, which inn? The Crossroads?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go figure out signing up for us, and I got the entry fee. So, if there is an
perfect.
entry fee,
Even more of a reason to join your team.
exactly, because I know you are a man who looks like he can procure things.
I mean, yeah, that's an understatement.
I'm glad it's an understatement. That means we got a chance at winning this.
All right. It looks like
real
there's a
good.
line
Casual.
on that.
Theo is an optimist.
Perfect.
just good. I got the right guy.
It looks like the pathway that was a clearing to the podium has now turned into a queue.
Great.
And you can see up on the hill there's some desks there. It looks like that's probably where to sign up.
Okay. Wait. We get to stand in line. This is great. You just go to the front. I'm going to get in line.
I'll stand with Theo. I'll just have my arms crossed, just looking around, checking out.
You're dual wielding meat sticks. I'm still eating mine. We forgot to get drinks.
Hey, wait, I got tea.
Do we
I
need
fell out.
all 6 people?
A
Yeah, I was
coup
just gonna ask,
counts.
Do you need
Seven.
me to be here for this part?
I don't know.
Well, no, I'm asking Theo.
I don't know. I'm making this up as I go along.
I'll ask the people in front of us. Do all 6 people need to be here to sign up? Joke's on me.
The
person in
awkward
front of
moment when the
Bo
GM
said.
falls asleep.
Well, the people turn around and probably see a giant furball and go, "Oh,
This is a monster.
Well, you've had no actual answer as to whether you need all 6 people or not.
Oh, I know. I walk to the front of the line. And I'm assuming there's
People
someone
are
there.
staring daggers at you.
I don't care. I'm assuming there's someone there, like talking to someone, and they're like signing while they're signing up. And I will just rudely interrupt and be like, "Hey, I got a quick question. Quick question.
Do you got any ketchup packets? I need some ketchup.
Yeah, you got to catch it. Do you need like all 6 people to be present for sign up?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. All right, well, thank you. Oh
You
wait,
did?
hold on. Sorry, interrupting you again. Do you need any shoes? I'm a traveling shoe salesman, and I'm just trying to get some.
No.
Oh, you sure? And I pull out a pair of shoes. I'm like, these are like the best shoes.
Hey, buddy, get back in line if you want to talk. This is some jackhole in the line. Afterwards, a small bundle of people going, yeah, get back in the line.
Did you guys know that small ketchup packets are also forms of snacks that will be given away for free?
No.
By
the way, Bomblix, between things, you have acquired a few more free samples from varying stalls.
Oh my god.
Losers.
Alright. Well, I head back to where everyone else was, and
We're in line.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I head back to everyone in line, and I go, yeah. Guy at the front says everyone's got to be here.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I'm imposing on you to join our team, and now you have to be stuck in line with us until this gets done.
Well,
I mean, I don't need to be. Like, how long do you think this line is gonna take?
Well, the good news, it'll go fast because if all 6 people have to be in line.
The line moves up
Yeah, you're
at
in
a
that
significant
room.
amount.
Huh. Look at that.
Fine. Guess I'll stay with you guys for now.
Hey, don't make it sound like a bad thing.
I mean, I guess this will be.
Yeah, it'd be a great time to fix some shoes.
Don't got my tools on me.
So you guys really did go for this whole shoe thing, did you?
Oh, you're here.
Yes.
I reach in my
I know.
pocket and I hand you 1 piece of copper. I owe you this.
You technically owe me more, but we'll just
No.
leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Nah.
And I'll just take the copper.
I've taken Mal out of my pocket and perched him on my shoulder, and I'm feeding him a little piece of meat, just ignoring their conversation.
You sneak a snack.
Yeah, Mal.
It's a little mouse.
It's a
I'll
little
just
black
look over at
mouse.
Mal and I'll
Does he
wave.
need a house?
Mouse.
No, I know he's a mouse, but does he need a house?
I don't know. I think
I've
anywhere
got
he
some
sleeps is home.
shoes.
I've got nice pockets.
True, but what happens if something heavy and crushable hits your pocket? A shoe.
Oh.
Like
Then
a
I-
shoe.
Then I bring
Like a
him.
shoe.
Then I bring him back.
Wait, what?
Then I bring him back.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna give you any more explanation than that.
Yeah, I'm just kind of going. Yeah, okay.
You look
This
at the
is harder
various
than I
animal
thought.
vendors around the ground.
Okay, whatever.
The
So
line moves up.
Yep.
And not long after, you guys come up to the desk. However,
Uh-oh.
Bomblix,
My bomb senses are tingling.
your bomb senses are tingling. This is Eerleaf.
Oh.
You recall back to a time. You're not sure who exactly was on the other side of the desk. You remember standing in front of it. You remember signing something. You can't tell whose name it is or what it said. But you remember the feeling. It was a feeling of anger. You passed back whatever it was written and you look up. The only thing you can really make out is the size of the building behind it. massive, sprawling on either side stonework that just seemed to go on forever, as if it was made out of one singular long piece of slate, going as far as the eye could see on either side. And then you're back, and you're standing in front of a desk with the people you just met. You've got some free samples in your hands.
I'm angry, but the free samples make me happy again. I'm gonna interrupt them real fast. Wait, are we signing right now or no?
Oh yeah.
So what's entailed?
Wait, before I sign, what's the big building behind us? Or behind you?
Oh, that's the Baron House.
Oh, did that guy just give a speech? Did he come from there?
Yes.
All right, cool. That's all I need to know.
All right.
So
And
scavenger hunt.
Team name.
The squishy masks.
Nope.
No,
I already said it.
No.
I'm the one who's writing this down.
Sure. Makes my job easy. And he hands you a pen.
Great, thank you.
He breaks down the squishy masks.
I do write down the squishy masks. I write it in Elvish, so it sounds fancy.
Boy, oh boy.
Why?
But it's in Elvish.
Oh.
Wait, do I know Elvish?
Do you know Elvish?
That is a good
I don't
question.
know any language.
I don't. So I go, what's that say?
It's
Word.
It's something beautiful.
Okay. It looks nice.
Yes, it does. All right. What else? What else is on this form that I have to fill out?
It's the names of the people.
Write all their names.
It's kind of like, are you willing to venture into woodland?
Mm-hmm.
Are you willing to swim?
Mm-hmm.
Do we gotta sign anything?
Are you afraid of heights?
Mm-hmm.
And do you have any allergies?
Strawberries.
Cherry.
Anybody have any allergies?
Deer dander from the woods.
I
I'm also
heard
Classic
allergic to woods.
strawberry deer dander cherry pie topped with a Benadryl sauce.
Oh boy.
no.
How to kill half the party.
Get real spicy. Add a little bit of a
That's a
spandex
spicy
container.
meatball.
That's
In a
a
spandex
spicy
container.
stomach ache.
There you go. Just put it all in a spandex box.
Yeah.
And then we kill the whole party.
Yeah, no, some shredded spandex on the top. Yeah.
Oh, dead.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Anything else we can cover?
Where do we have to meet? What? And then once I get all their, I'm guessing, do they need all their signatures?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll pass the pen off to one of you guys, and while you guys sign. So, where do we meet for the scavenger hunt, and what do we need for it?
Meet in the town center by the bell. I mean, by the time the bell rings. And that's, as far as what you need, should be supplied to you. We're putting packages together for each team.
Got it. Great. Thank you very much.
I
So
think I signed.
You're welcome.
Tomorrow
I signed
morning,
them.
before the first bell?
You'll hear.
Okay.
We're not going to be quiet about it.
Oh, good. I'm excited. Scavenger hunt.
Yay, scavenger hunt.
Oh wait. I asked the guy at the desk, what's the reward? What do you get for winning?
Don't know.
How does no one know?
What did the person get last year?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Last year they got basically a pass to spend like a week at the mansion while the Baron was away.
Leon, you said we can live there, and I point at the mansion.
Yeah, for like a week while he's away. It was a very specific scheduled time, so like only a few people participated.
Guys,
in
we
the event.
need to win.
I'm
It was
glad
an
you're
arch-
motivated, Bosa.
Last year.
Oh, most definitely. How could anyone pass up living in a lavish, expensive-looking place like
It
that?
looks all right.
I mean, look at it. It looks way nicer
looks
than
alright.
everything else here.
It's a little run down, to be honest.
My eyes are bigger than the reality that is in front of me.
Thank you.
No, it is a very nice house.
It's like a summer estate.
A summer estate.
Yeah.
If that's
Yeah.
a summer estate, then
For like the lesser
hold on.
nobles.
Mm-hmm.
wait, hold on.
Definitely.
What?
I look you up and down for a second. Are you rich?
No. Very much not.
I'm rich.
Are you? I lean down.
Enrich and
Thank you
friends
for your
and
time. Here's the
gear.
sheet. We'll take this discussion out of the line, so let other people come through. You've been great. Thank you very much. I shake all their hands. You've been great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can play. Great. Thank you. Bye now.
Here's some Corona.
Oh no.
Oh,
Namaste. Namaste. Namaste.
I cast blight.
I don't know. It's a shake hand.
Oh no.
This is
With
the reason
somatic component.
Game's cursed.
I need to take 6 levels in Paladin, so I'm immune from disease.
Nah, man. Just become a monk. Just become wholeness.
Just become a druid. Just don't die.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Be a barbarian and just be angry
No,
at it. And
be a
scare it
druid of
away.
the spore and become the plague.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Anyways, we're moving. We're walking. Come, people.
Mm-hmm.
I do a cartwheel. Whee!
I love the way your hat moves with this breeze.
Oh, it's great.
I don't do that.
I am so excited
So,
about this hat.
Mm.
rest of the evening is free for all of you to go enjoy the festival.
Cool.
Samples.
Beans. I walk up to Theo. And I go, so Theo, I know you just paid for everyone.
Yes.
That's all great and stuff.
Cool.
Would you happen to have a silver I could borrow?
Why?
I need it for the shoes.
Okay.
You're lying to him about the lie that he helped you make. Okay.
No, hold on, time out. I didn't say I
Right.
needed it for fixing the shoes. I just said I need them for the shoes. Sir. Just because you're tall doesn't mean you know everything.
He can see a lot.
How tall are you?
Doesn't matter. I look back at Theo. I'm talking to you, so would you mind letting me borrow a silver?
Theo, I don't trust this blue man.
Shh, you're not in this conversation.
But
Theo.
yes.
Yeah.
I don't mind letting you borrow the silver. I just need to know exactly what
Yeah.
you're going to be using it for, and if I will get my silver back.
Oh, most definitely.
Great.
If anything, as I've promised, I don't know, what's your name again? And I look over at your character, Shanice.
Sealith.
No. So what, say again?
Sealith.
Oh, Sealith. Sealith can tell you, I always pay back my debts.
Great. So my terms are: I let you borrow silver. I
Mhm.
charge you 1 copper of interest every day, and a minimum of 1 copper interest.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Check
So
on it.
you're asking more people for money.
My hands are dirty, but
It doesn't bother me none.
How about big think emoji for a second. Okay, and I reach out and I shake your hand.
When you draw your hand back, you have a silver in your hand.
Oh, perfect.
Here you go.
Okay, thank you. So, what is everyone else gonna be up to while I'm busy?
I'm gonna go
Shoes.
sample the drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I find my favorite,
Okay,
I'm gonna buy a lot of it.
that sounds like a wonderful plan.
And then if it's alcoholic, I'm going to
Yes.
get very drunk and have Alistair carry me back to the room.
I got you.
If it's not alcoholic, I'm going to have a lot of it and still have Alistair carry me back to the room. Just not needed this time.
Yeah, I'm used to that by now.
I'm gonna go grab a drink with him to hear more of this story.
Oh,
If you pay for one of the drinks, you get to hear more.
Fine.
Great. Because I am short of silver.
All right. This is actually a good spot to call it.
We're all died.
Yay!
I don't know if the
Everyone's
big
alive.
Poisoning.
Everyone's alive.
Parties together.
Parties
Parties
together.
Now I have to find a way to make 3 silver.
Yep.
Wait, what? Is it 4 that you're trying to always get? Is
No,
that-
I only borrowed 1.
Yep. He only borrowed 1.
No,
But
no.
my goal is to make 3.
But he technically
Well,
owes me a silver and a copper.
Yes.
Okay. No. I thought when you first met my character, I couldn't remember. I thought you were actually either 4 or 5, either 4 or 5. So I thought I was like you were doing it by increments, and you had to get like a certain increment and just.
Oh
go
no,
from
I'm just being arbitrary with the amount of money I'm trying to make off of people for free, basically.
there. Yeah, gotcha.
Well, I guess it's not free because I'm doing work, and then in return, but I'm essentially, if I choose not to pay someone back, I'm making money for free.
Sure.
And who knows? I might never see this guy again.
You're going to see me tomorrow.
Wink. That's what you think.
Oh,
I can't make that silver back.
I said I charged you 1 copper interest a day.
Oh, that's too much. You've already exceeded the limit I'm willing to give back to you.
But
if I
you
can't
already
make my
shook
money.
You already
it,
shook
so-
on it.
What does that mean? Shaking hands is just a motion of the hands and fingers. Okay.
I mean,
Am I turning
not
into a
wrong,
mafia boss? I've got 2
I mean-
really big guys who hang around me. I just gave somebody money. I have a fancy hat. I
That's
mentioned
fine.
drugs
I mean,
already. Like they were
I mean,
nothing.
Hold on. If you had decided to go with the purple, you could have been a pimp. But
Cue
you
the
chose
GR
black.
piano.
Oh,
oh,
you know, I promise I'll pay you back. Recreant. Just 36 minutes of hurrah. Or no, sorry.
This is my stand.
Oh no.
It's Alistair.
Exactly. Just like you.
My stand. I'm Mr. Crowley.
oh dear.
Alistair,
Sad.
use the ability Sacred Rage. Great weapon
Hold
to
on,
fight her.
Oh
who
no.
broke my teacup? Ah!
This is gonna slip.
Mhm.
You interrupted coffee time.
It's okay. Also?
Yeah.
Nothing. There was no L, so I don't know why I said.
I like all of the doodling that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for
Doodling is my favorite.
doodling with my doodles.
Hold on, I know how to make everything better now. I'll just make a big blotch of purple that blocks everything out.
No! Don't do it.
I can't. The color palette won't let me pick purple because it keeps closing before I can pick a color. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there. Yes. Oh, wait. No, hold on. Yes.
No! My doodles! Oh, it's gone.
There you go.
Excellent.
Beautiful. Oh boy. Now I have to think of a way to actually make money.
Making shoes, Mike.
No, that's the old job.
That's
I have a new job
work.
now.
Sewing scarves.
I could go bet. I could go bet 1 silver on the turtles again.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
But I think
I
that's
mean,
like
I doubt
too
it's gonna
much
be
money.
the same turtle though.
Don't know that.
What was its name?
It's
I
just
don't
you know.
remember.
What was the name
Dump?
of the turtle? Dump?
Yeah.
Something
At least
dump?
it's like Burdump.